and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Miriam.
And I'm Corey Baumeister.
I wasn't sure if I turned on my mic, so I just did a quick check there.
You know, more than likely, you wouldn't have turned it on, so that's a good call to check.
You know, I checked for you, so.
Yeah.
We've got Rob in the booth. Say hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us. It is a very special day on Versus Live today, something we've all been waiting for.
Yep.
It's Roger Federer's first match at Wimbledon.
Yes,
so if you have
exactly.
updates, please give them to Rob. I would like to hear score updates as much as possible.
I'm leaving.
We're in a tight match right now in the third set. We're early on. We're on serve. It's one set apiece. If you don't follow tennis and have no idea what I'm talking about, you can ignore that. But it's very important. Also, we're playing Magic today, I think.
Look, the Jazz are out of the playoffs. He's got nothing else to look
He's got
forward
to
to.
grasp onto anything at this point. Yeah.
Funny you would say grasp, because Wimbledon is played on grass.
Oh, nailed it.
Looks like somebody's getting in the Wimbledon spirit.
God, I deserve a raise.
I'll buy you some strawberries and cream after this.
Thank you. I need something, yeah.
It's the official food of Wimbledon.
Thank you. So we're going to be playing some new Standard with the new D&D set, Forgotten Realm. I'm going to be starting with a pretty much mono green deck, splashing white for just Nadar. I just want to try to venture into dungeons. I want to see, you know, we built these decks on Monday, so we didn't have all the cards that we saw today. So, you know, we had slim pickings.
Didn't we spend a lot of last week talking about how dungeons are cold and damp and going into them wouldn't be very fun?
I know. I'm really just going in anyways.
And yet you had a change of heart over the weekend somehow?
I did, yeah. And now I'm venturing in.
I don't feel good about this.
Don't feel good about it. Yeah, we'll see.
Like, we'll see. I'm thinking you might be an imposter, but we'll see depending on how you mulligan today.
Okay. I'll be keeping. So
I am playing an even more fun deck than Corey. I'm just playing Demir Mill.
Yes.
It may
that was
look
already
like,
a deck in Standard, just so you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
It may look like rogues.
Yeah.
But I have one rogue, and it's really just my removal spell, Thieves Guild Enforcer.
Yeah.
But I'm really trying to mill people out. So Tasha's Hideous Laughter is going to be the new card in the deck, but I'm also playing Maddening Cacophony. You know, I'm playing Ruin Crab. I'm playing Merfolk's Secret Keeper as more early defense that can mill.
Nice.
Still got Drown on the Lock into the story because these cards are busted.
Yeah.
And then I'm also playing Vantra's Gargoyle because, you know, you can play this on turn 2, play Hideous Laughter or Cacophony, and probably start attacking with it.
Yeah.
You still have a bit of an aggro plan between Thieves Guild Enforcer and Vantra's Gargoyle. Still playing Lyris as a companion because we can, and it's very easy. But really being dedicated to the mill plan. Mill is sort of like Burn in that it requires a critical mass of mill cards.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
At an efficient rate to work, and we'll see if we have that.
All right. I'm excited. Yeah, the deck seems sweet. Oh, yeah, and I'm also playing Elwick, the new Planeswalker. I don't think this has been a Planeswalker at all, right? Like, this is just a new Planeswalker.
Character.
Yeah, so, you know, gonna mostly just be venturing. If I get to the emblem, of course, that's gonna be awesome. Have some Vorin Klexes to maybe crank this out and get that emblem going, well, immediately, which would be pretty cool. And we'll see if the venture mechanic is good enough. I got some dungeons here. This is probably the one I'm going to start with, just because the Mad Wizard Lair, the last one, is pretty powerful. But maybe I have to try something else when you're trying to mill me out. The draw 3 cards clause might not be helping me at the end.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Don't forget the new mill card exiles and doesn't trigger doesn't turn on Vantra's Gargoyle.
It exiles cards?
Oh.
Yes.
Whatever. I've got a million mill cards. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
So that one's not a combo.
Good deck building, nerd.
Yes. I only have 17 mill cards to combo with my Vantra's Gargoyle instead of 20.
Got him. Small victories. All right.
Because it's a nice little curve. 2-3, the old 2-3 steps.
Yeah, except Vantress is just going to be a 2-mana, 5/4, can't attack, can't block, mill 1 for a few turns.
Oh, I do have one other instruction for you today, Rob, and that's to ban all Rafael Nadal fans from the chat.
We did have somebody say, ooh, a Federer fan, so I guess I can start there.
Yeah, they're banned. Got them out of there.
Also, Histeus did say, Ross, you're now an honorary member of chat after how bad that grass pun was.
Yeah. You're in the camp of Corey.
Does that mean Corey is more than an honorary member of chat? He's just in chat?
I'm VIP. I'm VIP in chat, yeah.
Okay, I think I've
Corey's
got the
just
marbles.
a mod, so you know.
Exactly. All right, I will be going first. And let's see what we can do.
You should never trust Corey with moderation powers in any capacity.
Yeah, that's actually true. All right, I'll try it. It's got a lot of new cards.
I will keep as well.
Good game. Good game.
Don't
You've
worry.
been heart's desired.
I came prepared.
Oh, no.
You're up.
He got me with the crabs. All right, well, I will attack. Okay, you got me. I will play this mammoth tapped, and I'll pass to you. Powerful stuff.
I will play a Fabled Passage. Mill you for 3.
Ooh, milled. Oh, I was going to draw a new card.
Pass the turn.
Not cool. All right. I got a land. I will attack.
Block.
Okay. And then I got a Love Struck Beast. Pass to you.
End step, sack Fabled Passage, got a swamp, and mill you for 3.
All right.
We are on our way.
The mill plan is live. I'm scared.
You should be.
The real question is, did Kyle send you this deck, Ross?
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Anything with Merfolk's Secret Keeper is probably a Kyle deck.
I'm channeling Kyle's spirit.
Man, it's been a while since we played Standard. This feels nice.
Okay.
Bye, Luris. Go.
I am going to play Clearwater Pathway and mill you for 3.
Okay.
I am then going to play Maddening Cacophony and mill you for 8.
Okay. And that's just, I'll have to read this one. Yeah, not bad. That is a powerful mill card.
Get him out of here.
6, 7, 8. All right.
Then I will pass the turn.
Okay. All right. Well, I will crack this.
Do you have any basics left?
I do.
That's lucky.
I do. Now, what do I want to cast? I think I just want to jam, really get these new cards going here, and play Questing Beast and attack.
Okay, before blocks, I will play Thieves Guild Enforcer.
Okay.
Mill you for 2. And now I could eat the 1/1 and take extra damage, or I can just trade for one of the big ones and continue using the crab to check the 1/1. That seems better. And since QB is legendary and doesn't hit as hard, and I don't care about attacking into it, let's just trade for the Love Struck Beast.
All right, take 4.
I go to 16.
Pass to you.
Okay, I will play a Fable Passage, mill you for 3.
Okay.
Crack it, get a Swamp, mill you for another 3.
All right, this isn't looking great for me, I must say.
And then I will pass the turn.
Okay. Let's go with... I will beat down with just Questing Beast.
No blocks.
Take 4.
I'm at 12.
Okay, then let's go with... Go with the Mammoth.
Yep.
How many do I got?
23.
23. Mammoth resolves.
Yeah.
Then I'll pass to you.
Okay. Do you have 7 cards in your
I do
graveyard?
have 7, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So I can cast this into the story.
You can, yeah.
Okay. Do you want it? Can you just check for me?
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yes, we have 7.
Okay.
All the cards. I feel in trouble.
Go to my turn.
Okay.
I'm going to start with a Tasha's Hideous Laughter. You need to hit mana value 20 or more.
20
Keep
or
exile
more,
until you
huh?
hit 20 or more.
Okay.
That's a 1.
1,
0. So we're still at 1 now. 2, 4, 6,
6. Where's my great
9,
hinges?
11,
11.
15,
Oh my god.
16. Oh, yeah. 19.
Oh my god.
Land.
Oh
Land.
my god.
Land. 22.
All right. Great.
2 cards. 10 Temple of Deceit.
How deceitful. Okay, that was.
How many cards did I get off of this? I want to track that.
Yeah,
Here we
that
go.
was
3,
a
6,
lot.
9, 12, 15, 18. That was 21.
Wow. That's insane.
That's probably above average.
3 mana, 21. I mean, against like a hyper aggressive deck like this, that's a very valuable effect.
Yeah, I did have so at that point, I was going to play Tasha's Hideous Laughter, and then based on how many cards I hit, I could either go untap land, Maddening Cacophony, and get 11 more, or go tap land, get 3 more, Thieves Guild Enforcer, trade for a creature again.
Yeah, no, that seemed brutal for me.
I mean, that was my turn 5.
Yeah, that was a lot faster than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Same.
I was like, with my start, I mean, even just Love Struck Beast, I was like, it's going to be rough for you to deal with, but the crab hit me a lot. I didn't have any removal, for that, and yeah, just your spells are all ridiculous numbers, like.
Yeah, that was a turn 5 kill with a removal spell on the play.
Yeah.
Just like.
And you drew 4 cards, so you got stocked up. You had a 4 mana Tidings.
So,
wow.
Do you see this card making an impact in Modern? Like, is this something that you think could really happen there?
You do get the benefit of lower curves in Modern, right?
Yeah,
so your expected value is higher. The question is whether you can afford to play a 3-mana sorcery in your Modern mill deck.
Yeah.
And it says each opponent, so it doesn't target. That's one of the issues with that. The mill deck right now is built to sort of dodge Leyline of Sanctity. It doesn't have many things that Leyline stops. Just
or Veil or something in Modern too.
Yeah. So that's good. I could see it if the numbers work out. I would sort of have to look at the metagame, see what the average CMC is, like what what you're trying to hit, because the card that it would replace is Glimpse the Unthinkable. So you need to be getting more than that rate.
Or Sanity, right? Like the new one, the 3 mana. I think that just mills 10, right? Yeah, they're playing that.
You definitely have to do better than 10 on average, because that's Glimpse the Unthinkable. If Thieving is doing that as well, I would say you have to do quite a bit better, probably like 13 to 15.
And then you play against the Scion of Draco deck, and you're like, dang it!
Yeah, I just played against the Great Hench. Just didn't mill one of those.
That's true. I just drew those.
Good job.
Yeah. All right, let's try this again. I'll go first. Ooh.
So that was a 21. I'm gonna write down every time I cast that card. How many cards I hit.
That seems sweet. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm gonna try it just for the card in my hand.
This hand, like the last one, has 3 Into the Stories, but it does not enable them. So
you had 3 Into the Stories last time. Impressive.
Completely unnecessary.
Impressive. Yes. All right, Rob, you got a question at all from our audience to start this off?
I do. So going back, Esteus wanted a question about Modern. He asked, is Ragavan the best Baneslayer ever, or is it a new kind of creature archetype for you?
The best Baneslayer? Well, you can't really compare it to that, but it is just an insane card, that's for sure. I mean, it's popping up in basically every archetype. It's popping up in control archetypes, aggro, mid-range, and like that's just the sign of a really busted card. But I don't know about the comparison to a Baneslayer.
It's sort of like a 1-mana Planeswalker.
Yeah.
You just have to be able to protect it, and in this case, protecting it involves clearing a path for it to connect.
Yeah.
So as long as
and hoping your opponent doesn't have removal, so like that's a bit of a problem still.
That's why it's still best in attrition-oriented decks, because then if your opponent does have the removal spell, you're perfectly fine making a 1-for-1 trade. Yeah. Especially one where you're basically guaranteed not to be losing out on tempo, because you've played a 1-mana threat.
Yeah. No, 100%. 100%.
Even if it gets slaughter pacted, they eventually pay 3.
Yeah. No, the card is just unbelievable and just terrorizing Modern right now.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay, second hand here.
All right, what do you got?
I have a
little better?
much better hand.
Okay. Well, you can't mulligan with our shirts today, bud. It's a rule.
Yeah.
It's literally written on our chest. Yeah.
I will put that one back.
All right. I just have a Tangled Veil, and I'll pass to you. My hand's a little awkward, but
I will play a Temple of Deceit and Scry, and yeah, I'll leave that one on top.
Okay, I got this, a Heart's Desire, and I'll pass to you. I'll crack this while you're doing your thing.
I will play an island and a Vantress, a Gargoyle.
Okay. And can't block.
So currently it
for a while
can't
either,
attack, but can block.
Okay.
I need 4 cards in hand for it to block. I have 5.
Okay. Oh, 4 more. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, I'm gonna play a Scavenging Ooze, and I got a Fabled Passage, and I'll pass to you.
Okay. Well, it's a little awkward because I really want to mill Corey, but I don't want to make his ooze get really big.
Big ooze.
So I guess I'll mill you by exiling a bunch of cards.
Okay. So we're counting to 20, huh?
That's a
0. 6.
Ugh, 6 tie. I don't like that.
8. God, Stone Cold Serpents are a tilt. Oh my God.
9. 11 or 13. Yeah.
Bam.
22.
How many was that?
Not as many, but I still think over 10.
Yeah, that's still good. You know what?
That was still 15.
You know what'd be hilarious though? You
Yeah.
casting that against Sultai Ultimatum, you're in. You're like, you mill over 2 cards. Like,
Okay, so that was a 15. Let's write that down.
not bad. Okay, you done?
And yeah, I'll pass. Still 4 cards in hand.
You still can block, huh?
So Corey, what you're saying is you made a mistake by not playing a Yorion deck right now.
Oh yeah, huge mistake. Yeah.
Classic
Alright.
Job meme.
Okay.
Should have sacked that Fable Passage before I started exiling. I might have gotten all your forests.
Yeah, I know. I really should have. Well, I want to do the thing. We'll see. Let's do our first venture here.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm going to start with this one. We really don't have a die. I guess we'll just do start with it up here, unless we have something smaller. It
Mad
is
Mage.
the Mad Mage. So I'm going to gain a life. Very, very relevant.
Okay, so you're at 21.
Yep. And I'm going to play a land tapped, and I'll pass to you. Gargoyle just locking me down.
Well, now we're in a bit of an awkward spot.
Good.
Oh no, that's an easy way to do things. We are going to take a little extra damage potentially this way, but we set ourselves up better.
Okay.
So I'm going to play a Murkwater Pathway.
Okay.
I'm going to mill you for 4
Okay.
with Venture Deeper.
Now I hit all the mana cost, of course.
And now, just to make sure I have 4 cards in hand and can block with the Gargoyle, I'm going to buy Luris.
Okay.
I'll pass the turn.
All right.
And we hit 2 creatures, enough to get
2
Ooze up to a
creatures.
4/4.
Yep. So I can't really attack with my 3/3, which is what I want to do to just keep venturing.
Missed 1 mill with this Gargoyle last turn.
Yeah.
Should have remembered that.
I'll attack with the ooze.
I will block.
All right. I'll pump it twice.
So they're going to trade.
Yep. I'll go to 23, and then I'll play Love Struck, and I'll pass to you.
Oh, I should mill 1. Yeah.
Like they
Oh,
missed
no.
it again. Nice.
That's what I wanted.
Good mill.
I guess
Good
you did that.
mill.
You're at 6 cards now.
Yeah. But if you remembered the other time, then you had it.
Yeah. Let's play Temple of Deceit.
Okay.
No, can't do it that way. We need more blue mana. So play Clearwater Pathway.
Okay.
Then I will Venture Deeper, mill you for another 4.
All right. You're venturing too?
But I'm venturing deeper.
You are venturing deeper, yeah.
Play 2 Secret Keepers.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
All right. On top. Play a QB.
Yep.
And then I will play. I think you have much for it, but I'll play Shambler.
Yep.
Declare attacks. I'll attack with everything, and then I'll venture. I'll go
Scry
and
one.
I'll just scry. Very relevant.
Okay. I'm going to block the Paladin and chump Lovestruck Beast and take 5.
Okay.
Brings me to 15.
All right, pass to you.
Do you scry top or bottom?
Bottom.
Play Fable Passage.
Okay.
Play Luris.
Okay.
Play Secret Keeper, since I don't have enough cards in hand to block with the Gargoyle anyway.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
All right. All right, we're finally going to start getting into stuff that does a little bit something more.
Yeah,
Not
you can
great.
Make a creature not be able to attack.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want in this matchup. All right. I will declare attacks.
Yep.
I'll attack with these and just the 5/4. I don't want to give you a Luris block. And then I will get a treasure.
Yep. 4 blocks, I'm going to sack Passage.
Okay.
I'm going to get a Swamp and play Thieves Guild Enforcer.
Okay.
Mill 2.
Milled 2.
Then I would like to go to blocks.
You can block.
Okay. I'm going to put a Secret Keeper in front of the 3/3, a Secret Keeper in front of Lovestruck, and Enforcer in front of Questing Beast.
Okay.
So Enforcer and QB trade, and Secret Keeper down. And I take nothing.
Take nothing. Okay. Second main, I'll play these 2. And I'll pass to you.
Another Lovestruck and a Mammoth.
Corey just throwing lands on the ground.
I'm throwing them.
If you put it on the ground, you can't use it again.
Dang it. I have to venture deeper to get them.
So you're down to 1 card in hand.
Yep.
I'm still at 15.
Yeah, I'm still pretty afraid.
Got a lot of good draws here.
Yeah. And I'm only going to my loss level of Scry 2. Maybe I got to just do the one where I get through the dungeon as fast as possible. Then it does pump my whole team. I think I'm going to try that next.
Yeah. So let's play Thieves Guild Enforcer with Luris, Mill 2.
Okay.
Then I'll play Temple of Deceit and Scry.
Okay.
Put that on the bottom.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
All right. Draw. All right. I'll play QB.
Yeah.
Declare. I'll attack with for sure these. I don't think I want to attack with these yet. Yeah, just these 5. And scry 2.
Yep.
All right, 1 top. 1 top, 1 bottom.
Okay, so I can trade for a Lovestruck. I can.
Yeah, let me actually do some math. Make sure I don't just kill you if I attack. Like you block here, take 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just this.
So currently this is 12 unblocked. If I make the obvious blocks with my 2 1-drops, yeah, I will. I will block like that, and then it's a question of which creature I want to kill with Drown on the lock.
Okay.
I'm thinking about maybe hitting the QB and then attacking with Luris. You could trade here, or you can block Pump Shambler, trade there. Neither of those is great. So I think I just want to hit the Lovestruck and save myself the most damage.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it that way.
So take 7.
Yeah, it brings me to 8.
8.
These
This dies. Okay, and then I'll pass to you.
Need some mill cards.
Yeah, no more mill cards for you.
Ugh, that was not a mill card.
Okay.
I want to, even though it'll make a crab a worse draw, I do want to break up the top of Corey's deck.
Okay.
So I'm going to Field of Ruin the, I guess the Tangled Veil.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. All right, have to search. I don't have an option not to. And I'll still pick a land, even though it mills me a little bit more.
Yep. And then, I guess I'm playing Thieves Guild Enforcer this turn. What am I thinking? Did not need to use
Yeah,
that
you could have
Fable
just milled
Passage.
me with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was just going to mill you.
Okay.
Was not thinking.
I like it. I
Another
like it.
Small misstep from me. Hopefully it doesn't punish me.
I hope it does.
Okay. I will play that Thieves Guild Enforcer, mill you for 2.
Okay.
I did get a card out of Corey's deck, so
That's true.
we're looking at 3, 6, 9, 13 cards left.
Running low.
I will play a Temple of Deceit and Scry.
Okay. I need to side in some extra removal. Believe it or not.
I'm at 8. I'm going to leave that on top and
Okay.
pass the turn.
Uh-oh. All right, I'll put a counter on this and end step.
Yep.
Okay. So I can attack and exile the top 2 to help you out a little bit, and then play them if I want, or just create 2 creatures. All right, I am going to attack with. You're at 8, so you can block here. Block here. Take 5. Yeah, this block or this attack doesn't get me anywhere. Okay, I'll attack here. I'll venture into the graveyard, get 2 1/1s.
Yep. And Mammoth is still a 3/3?
Yep.
So block here, I take 5, I go to 3. Don't think you can put a land onto the battlefield at instant speed, and even if you could, I'd go to 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'll make those blocks again.
Okay. You go to 3.
Yep, I go to 3.
And I'll just play.
I go to 3.
I'll just play 5/5.
That
I'll pass to you.
might be good enough.
Hopefully. I have a card in hand that has been just awful. No time did I have a good time to play it.
Well, let's replay the Enforcer and leave for 2.
Oh my god! If you have that other card, the converted mana cost.
No, I have 8. It's not enough. It's going to leave you with 2
Okay.
cards.
Okay, it's gonna make my Scry 3 pretty awkward next.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking, can I survive? This soaks up the most there. This blocks here. This blocks here, and I gain 3, take 2
And this, right?
on 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take exactly 3.
Hooray! Good.
Yeah.
Hooray! Yeah, I mean, I'll make that block. I'll make that attack.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
empty-handed. So,
Yeah.
yeah, ended up 1 card short. So even if I had remembered the 1 mill with the Vantage Gargoyle, you would have basically been at 1 life and
Yeah.
have exactly lethal.
Yeah.
Yeah, very close game.
Very close indeed. Oh no! Yeah, that would have got me.
If I had scried to the bottom, I
Yeah.
thought it was going to be good enough, but the Stonecolor Serpent was a good draw.
Yeah, I had the Great Henge the whole time. I'm like, I don't want to draw more
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah, I think in most cases the Cacophony would have been good enough, but if I
Yeah.
scry this to the bottom, I would have hit Laughter, and I think I easily win the game.
Yeah, and I really thought this Dungeon of the Mad Mage was going to be the best one for aggro, but in this matchup, I think I probably just want to, try to complete dungeons the fastest, even though this is has a lot of negative.
Yeah.
The Tomb of Annihilation, I just lose a lot of life, and I'm not really gaining any scries. But maybe I actually just want to be doing this one too. And just put a counter on a creature, draw a card. You go through it fast.
I kind of like this one. It just limits my resources.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you can just lose life. You can just lose 2 life whenever I venture.
Okay. So you get a little
Yeah.
damage in and eventually make 4/4.
Or I can put a 1/1 into play, just put a 1/1 counter on something and then draw. That's pretty weak, but it accomplishes in the same speed. I don't know. That's close.
I think I would try a different dungeon.
Yeah. I would try a different dungeon, and you want to move to sideboard, and we'll try a new configuration?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're going to take a short break, and we'll bring you our last game from our first match with the Forgotten Realms set. I mean, it's looking sweet so far. Today, we got a lot. Today, we got a lot of new stuff that looks pretty exciting. So you're not going to want to go anywhere. We'll be right back here with sideboarding.
Welcome back to a Versus Live, where we are sideboarding in our matchup between Dimir Mill and Selesnya Venture Aggro. On my side of things, just bringing in a lot more creature removal with Bloodchief's Thirst, Lull Mage's Domination have been pretty typical out of Rogues, and also a new card in Power Word Kill that should generally kill everything in your deck.
Yeah, seems like
I
it.
don't think you have any angels, demons, devils, or dragons.
I do not. No.
So just a nice old mono black terminate there should be very helpful. I am not bringing in my crippling fears. As we saw in that game too, the creatures that I'm struggling with are the big green creatures.
Yes.
The crippling fear does not answer. So we're going to leave in, rather than just overload on removal, I'm going to bring in the removal that's appropriate for the threats I care about and leave in as much of the mill engine as I can.
Yeah.
Cutting some counter spells against aggro are pretty typical, so the Didn't Say Pleases come out. And I'm also taking out the Vantress Gargoyles. This is a nice card when you play it on turn 2. So you're going to hold off early creatures and then trade for a bigger one later on, Lovestruck Beast, Questing Beast.
Not great when you keep forgetting about it, though.
I forgot one card. It didn't get punished. But the big issue is that it's a very bad top deck late, unless I've drawn a bunch of Into the Stories. And if I've drawn a bunch of Into the Stories, you're probably
You just
dead.
win anyways. Yeah.
So just not a card that you want to draw late, and I'm bringing in a bunch of removal that kills your big creatures anyway.
Come on, I finally brought in a creature that kills one of your creatures. Not cool.
So going to be cutting the gargoyles.
Okay.
This is also nice. In matchups where, like, in heavy counterspell matchups, it's nice to just have a 2-mana threat that you can attack with.
Yeah.
So you don't care about blocking. So it's generally better in those matchups where you're now attacking them on 2 different angles. But not great here.
I like it. Okay, so for my end, just bringing in escape cards. I used a template from a mono green deck that we've been seeing in Standard before this. Made some changes to accommodate the new venture mechanic, but still are going to want to have some escape cards. Rogues are still going to be around once we get back into the real world. So this is the best one in green-white when you're only splashing white. Otherwise, Elspeth, Sun's Nemesis might be okay, but got a couple of these as just a free spell to play. It's not the best, just a 5-mana 4/5. Even if it's free, and not insane, but if I do get flooded, something like this will be valuable. Then bringing in the other Scavenging Ooze. I was very tempted to just cut all the Great Henges because I don't want to draw that many cards, but it's actually just such a high converted mana cost card so that when I mill it over from that mill card, at least it counts for 9. So I'm going to leave in a couple of those and take out Stonecoil Serpent. All your removal takes it, as well as Low Mage Domination takes it pretty freely. And it has a 0 converted mana cost for that mill card as well. So I'm going to get rid of it.
Won you game 2, taking it out. Just no loyalty.
I know.
No loyalty these days.
I know.
He's the Danny Ainge of Versus Live.
I mean, we finally found a way to make, Throne of Eldraine not as powerful. You have a mill deck like this. So, I mean, already the set is doing it. Adventures in the Forgotten Realm have completely nerfed Throne of Eldraine. You heard it here first.
Certainly not playing a bunch of Throne of Eldraine cards myself.
Yeah. Oh, love it. All right, Rob, what do you got from our lovely audience?
All right. So, Ross, specifically for you, people want to know about what you think of Circle of Dreams Druid. It's a green for 2/1 elf druid. Yep.
Tap, add green for each creature you control.
Correct.
Yeah.
Wow, you nailed that one. That's a tough one.
Cool card. Issue in Standard is how it matches up so poorly against Bonecrusher Giant. Issue in Modern is how it matches up so poorly against Renin 6 and Lava Dart.
Yeah.
But I think there's some potential for this card in formats that, in the in-between formats, in Historic and Pioneer, where you can collect a company on end step like you do in Elves with Elvish Archdruid, and you can play it in a deck that is elf base, but maybe has some other things too. Isn't as dedicated to the tribe. Definitely a powerful card. Like when you untap with Elvish Archdruid, you generally win the game.
Yeah. I just pictured this elf like walking into Modern, like bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and being like, "This format's not really trying to kill 2/1s, right?" And Ragavan's just in the corner smoking a cigarette, like, like, "Welcome, good luck." Oh God. Okay, you got one more question at all, Rob?
I do. So far we've seen, I believe, 4 of the new creature lands. I don't think we've seen the green one yet.
These are exciting.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on the way that these new lands work?
Well, we were talking about it. I think we think the red one seems like the best so far.
Yeah.
4 mana. I mean, it is 5 mana for a creature land though to be able to attack.
But it's the most aggressively costed of them so far, and the lands themselves are geared towards aggressive decks because they're fast lands. So it just makes sense that the red one will be the best one.
Yeah.
That said, control decks are happy to play an ETB tap land to get some utility late. at least in small numbers.
So what does red do now? Like mono red, what does it do? Do you play 3 of those and then you don't play castle and you still play the snow theme so you can play Faceless Haven? Like what does that mana base look like now with that? Because I feel like that's a land you still probably want to play, right? Maybe
I don't think you can play both Faceless Haven and this land, especially because then you certainly couldn't play Castle Embereth.
Yeah.
And I would think that Castle plus one of them is better than the 2 creature lands.
So you think it's just a regular mountain, like 3 castle, 3 of this card kind of mana base now, or is just Faithless Haven
Then you
still
get to
just
play-
better?
You get to play more Shadow Skull Smashings then. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Faceless Haven is quite good.
Yeah.
But it can be awkward if you draw a bunch of them early and it mucks up your red mana. This one doesn't do that as much.
Yeah.
It can be a tap land on turn 3 or 4, so it has its own situations of awkwardness. But
Yeah.
I would say they're comparable. I would have to see how well these things play out. How often are you connecting with them?
Should we do that on Thursday?
Probably.
We probably should. Yeah.
Weird. It's like we have a forum to do exactly that.
God, you know what? That template it fills in so well with all these new cards. No, I'm interested in checking out that with the red, colorless red 3/1, the flyer that when it dies, you get to exile a card off the top of your library, play either that card or the card you flipped until next turn. I don't know the name of it, Rob. I know it just got
Flame
spoiled.
Skull.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Like that. The creature land as well. Who knows? We might get some other toys in a mono red deck. I got some ideas turning after seeing these cards today that I'm excited to build.
Finally got a really good chunk.
Exactly. Today we're scraping the bottom of the barrel from the cards we got right away. But
Today is just a taster.
yeah, it's to cleanse your dungeon palettes.
Okay, I am on the play here for game 3, and I will keep my hand.
Yeah, me too. This is sweet.
I will lead on a Temple of Deceit, Scry, and that one can stay on top.
Good game. Pass to you.
Once again, I have the answer.
Oh,
I will then play a Swamp and mill you for 3.
that makes me crabby.
Pass it to
Oh, escape card. All right, I'm gonna play a land and go with a Tangled Florhedron, and I'll pass to you.
Okay. On your end step, I'll play Thieves' Gold Enforcer, mill you for 2.
Okay, pass to you.
I will play Field of Ruin, mill you for 3.
Okay,
Then I will play Maddening Cacophony, mill you for 8.
okay. 2, 3, 4. This game is maddening. Okay, I hit all my spiders.
I will attack you for 3.
All right, I'll take it.
You go to 17.
All right, trying to kill me that way.
Yeah, I'm the B10 now, baby.
All right. Okay, I got some options. Think I am just going to. All right, I'm just going to play a Mammoth, and I'll pass to you.
On your end step, I'll play another Enforcer, mill you for 4.
That's what I was afraid of. Okay.
That was a good draw.
Uh-oh.
Play Fable Passage, mill you for 3.
Oh, my God.
Sack it for an island, mill you for 3.
Okay. This draw is quite strong.
Then I will venture deeper, mill you for 4.
Oh, my God. Okay.
And put Luris into my hand.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Wow.
Oh, man, those escape cards are really going to do a number. They're going to turn off all of my graveyard cards. You're
Yeah.
going to be able to get rid of all the cards that are in your graveyard
Shut up.
because of the escape cards I milled over.
I don't even have my planes anymore. Oh, no. This isn't good.
I would like you to play a non-basic land.
Yeah, I know you would.
If you could do that, please. I would appreciate it.
I'm so dead. So very dead. I just can't really attack. Can't
Wow.
really do much of anything.
You have creatures. You're allowed to attack. They're not summoning sick. It's a legal play.
All right, I'm gonna bring back one of my spiders. This feels bad.
Which cards would you like to escape?
Yeah, it just doesn't matter.
Probably want to leave
doesn't.
creatures for ooze.
Yeah.
But outside of that,
All right,
escape
escape 4, and I'll pass to you.
it's a 4/6 now. 3 counters, right?
3 counters. Yep.
Or 4/5.
4/5.
Yeah.
Pass to you. Can't even attack with my giant mammoth.
Okay, that was a good one.
I don't think you even
Okay.
need any more good
I'll
ones.
mill you for another 8,
Oh my god.
and I'll play Merfolk Secret
6,
Keeper.
7, 8. Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right. All right. It's all fine. I just can't possibly win. Oh god.
Come on, Tosh's hideous laughter. I just want to finish it off with that one.
What if I concede first, huh? Take that. All right, we'll play our Planeswalker.
Ooh, gonna generate some value over the course of a very long game.
Of course, of a very long game. Okay. Any of these do anything? Not really, believe it or not.
At least Corey's gonna die doing what he loved.
We each lose a life.
Venturing into dungeons.
Yes, as one does.
16 to 19.
Pass the turn.
Pass the turn.
Okay.
Corey has 8 cards in his library right now. I think I might be able to just, get him naturally.
Yeah, I think you might be able to actually just win that way. Okay. I'm going to tick up. Each player loses 2 life unless they discard a card.
I will lose 2.
Me too.
17 to 14.
Yep. Correct.
What is the ultimate on this again?
It's not that ultimate.
Okay, trample haste and then bigger when you complete dungeons.
I got a QB.
That's fine.
Tangled Florhedron tapped, or a Tangled Veil tapped, and I'll pass to you.
Interesting that you want to do that.
Oh, yeah, for that?
Instead, I'll field your Tangled Veil.
Just kidding. I don't want to
Yeah.
do that.
Okay. So end step, I've got a power word kill. Just have to decide which creature I want to hit with it. I can trade for the QB pretty easily, so I don't want to kill that in case Corey has another one. So I think I will just hit. Let's just hit the mammoth. I guess that has the potential to be biggest. If you were to somehow get trampled with this thing, so yeah, let's hit the mammoth.
No.
Okay.
Here you go. I think my only hope is to somehow complete a dungeon while I ultimate.
Can I get a check on your number of cards in graveyard?
No, you cannot.
Is it? Do you think it's more than 7?
I
You
would
just want to
say
chance it.
I would say no. So if you have a card that does it, I would just not
I
cast
will
it.
cast into the story.
Oh, okay. Sure.
That's a little awkward.
I hope they were all bad.
One of them's a land, but it's Field of Ruin. Mill you for 3.
Okay.
That should leave you on 5 in graveyard.
Yep.
Or 5 in library, I mean. And I will pass the turn.
Okay.
So yeah, drawing goes to 4.
I really needed a land to have any channel. I wouldn't have even done it.
And why didn't you play the Tangled Veil? Would have been your 5th land.
Yeah, that's true. All right. I'm going to go with a mammoth and a Tangled Florhedron.
Okay.
And I'm going to venture up. And would you like to lose 2 life or discard or do whatever you want?
I will discard a Ruin Crab.
Okay. I'll lose 2 life. I'll go to 12. Pass to you.
I like how I'm going to win this game at a higher life total than you.
Yeah. This game hasn't went well.
Yeah. I will. Man, I shouldn't have gotten rid of that Ruin Crab. I just drew a land. That would have been 6. What am I going to do now? I guess I'll Madding Cacophony with a counterspell up.
Yeah, that'll probably do it.
Yeah.
I have gone mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact with Luris being able to bring back any Thieves Guild Enforcer when you have 2 of them, it was just really rough. And all my value venture stuff, you know, we're supposed to be using some creative language, you know, like in the coverage world, be like, yeah, they were interesting. They were bad. They were not good. Okay? Like, of course, we need more venture stuff. It's like adventures. Or you need more venture. Yeah, I said venture stuff. It's just like adventures where you have to have a lot of that effect to make it good. So I have to be venturing like maybe 2 times a turn or something. And then it seems like it could be pretty good. But, you know, as it stands right now, it didn't feel good enough to me. What do you think?
Well, I think in game 2, you would have been better off going with the tomb.
Yeah.
As your dungeon. I think just restricting my resources is the best thing you could have been doing.
Yep.
That said, that's the game you won, though it might have been not as close had you gone for the other tomb. But yeah, you know, that kind of stuff is just things that I blank when I'm, you know, milling your life.
When you're this kind of deck, yeah. Yeah, and that's true too. Maybe, you know, some of this effect is a lot better in like creature mirrors kind of things, but as of now, I'm still thinking it's just going to be a limited mechanic, but a sweet limited mechanic.
And I am currently at, you know, an average of 18, exactly 21 and a 15 with Tasha's Hideous Laughter. And actually, I was just thinking about this because we had the question earlier about its potential in Modern Mill. One of the things this card can get you past is everybody boarding that one of Kozilek or Emrakul or Gaia's Blessing. If you exile it with Hideous Laughter, then, you know, sure, if it's an Eldrazi, you're probably not going to get as many cards.
Yeah.
But you're going to get through it, and it's never going to trigger.
That's a good point. Actually, that's a really good point. And I mean, and even if you don't hit it, and, you know, they still have that Gaia's Blessing, they have that Emrakul in the deck.
Yeah. Then they're not shuffling as many cards.
They're not shuffling as many cards. That's actually really interesting. I bet that will be a player.
Yeah.
I really think it will because I'm forgetting what the blue Frantic Insanity or something.
Thieving Sanity?
Something Sanity.
Yeah.
But it mills like 10 or 13 or something.
Cycles for 2 and mills 4 when you cycle it.
Yeah, exactly. I think it would replace that. It just seems better to me, especially in Modern, because you play against some decks and it's like, that's insane. Like an Asmore deck, I guess they have Thought Monitors is like their only saving grace, but otherwise it's just like 0, 1. It's like it's straight Morse code.
Yeah.
Just 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1.
Entity as their high end. Even like Amulet Titan, they have Primeval Titan, but it's 34 lands.
Yeah.
And Summoner's Pacts and you know, a bunch of ones.
I wonder what the total converted mana cost of a Titan deck is.
Also,
like maybe like 38?
Corey, that's binary. Morse code is lines and dashes, or dots and dashes.
Ah, dang it.
So there's 6 3s.
Thanks, Ross. I mean, Rob.
There's 6 3s, 2 Azusa, 4 Dryad. That's 18. You got 24 from the prime time, so you're at 42 with just those.
Yeah.
Then you got 4 Explorers. That's 50. You got the 5 Artifacts. That's 55.
That's not a lot.
Then it's like 4 Summoners Pact and lands, right?
And they draw cards. So, like, on average, I bet 2 of that spells alone would beat Titan. And if it doesn't beat Titan, think of how many lands it exiles. What if you hit the battlement and stuff like that?
Yeah. You hit their Valakutes.
And you can't veil that effect? No, honestly, I mean, here we are. Well, you can tell we're stuck in a Modern world here. We've been playing Modern for so long that, and it's just been so great that we're just deciding what it would be for Modern. But it seems really good in the Dimir Mill deck, and it's already a good deck.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Good news from Tasha's Hideous Laughter so far. I honestly, I built this deck kind of as a meme.
Yeah.
And then after that game 1, I was like, wow.
This deck is, kind of good. Yeah, and I wanted to see if the venture stuff is playable, and I just put it into an aggressively slanted shell because I feel like that's the best way to work with these dungeons. Maybe not the matchup that you want venture stuff, or venture stuff is just bad. We're going to find that out. But we also have an extra match today, so we're going to try to get through that. We'll take one question from you, Rob, and then we'll go if you got one.
So on the creature lands we talked about earlier, somebody asked in particular the blue one, Hall of the Storm Giant. Is that something you think might be included in control decks?
The blue one?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I think that's like a good fill-in. It's just like a bigger Celestial Colonnade these days. Like, you know, I think that one could be good. It's just if control is good. Like, that's the whole problem is control just hasn't been very good. So But
but
in an Azorius control deck, if we get some new toys
you
for
can play
that.
2 of that.
Yeah.
Be perfectly fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I don't know if we mentioned earlier, but we are doing a slightly different
I don't think we
structure
have,
today. So, we mentioned how this matchup might not be as good for the venture mechanic as others. But the good news today is each deck you're going to see twice. So we have 4 total decks. Corey has 2, I have 2, and you're going to see all 4 matchups between our 2 pairs of decks.
Yep.
So you're going to see Corey's deck a little bit later. We're going to move on to both of our second decks, and then we'll do the cross matches in the second half of the show.
Yep. Sounds great to me. So my second deck, I'm going to be playing Naya Adventures with Drizzt. Just, as a nice way to put a lot of power into play. Showdown on the Scalds with this is where kind of my brain went right away. Yeah. And I really want to try it. Normally, these Showdown decks, you really want to keep a very low curve. Like, that's the whole point of the deck, and Showdown makes these small creatures better. But I want to see if we can incorporate a couple of this legendary just powerhouse. I mean, this card really does read pretty well to me.
Yeah, 5 mana, 10 power essentially, because double strike gets you to 6, and then you have the 4/1 Trampler.
Yeah.
Both creatures accept counters from Showdown well, either a Trampler or a double striker.
Yep.
So yeah, interesting to see. We'll see just how well it fits.
Yeah.
It has some pluses and some minuses, and you never know when you have a card like that has pros and cons, which column is going to outweigh the other.
Exactly. What do you got up against me?
And I'm going to be playing a deck that I have very little experience with in Standard. This is Rakdos Sacrifice.
Oh,
Yeah,
if you
brand
need me
new
to walk
it,
you
so,
through some of these plays,
gonna need a
I
little bit
got
of
you.
help.
Yeah.
But featuring another new Planeswalker from the set. This is Lolth, the Spider Queen.
Yeah.
So taking a more grindy tack to the deck. With a nice little just classic 5 mana card advantage Planeswalker.
And I'm actually interested. One of the decks I want to try on Thursdays is I want to try one of the more Sultai, either control or ultimatum shells with that, and try it in a more mid-range shell. Kind of try to mirror Obnixilis when it was actually good in Standard. I don't know if it's going to be good, but that's something I want to try as well. So,
But I got to it first.
Well, you got it in your stupid Whisper Squad deck, whatever you're playing.
There's no Whisper Squads in the deck.
Don't joke with us. Don't joke with us.
I'm going to be screaming every card to you. No whispers.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, we'll see what's in his deck here. Right after this short 5-minute break here on Versus Live, we'll have round number 2 coming up. Don't go anywhere. All right, everybody, welcome back to Versus Live. My name is Corey Baumeister.
And I'm Ross Merriam.
And we got Rob in the booth. Say, Demir Mill sucked, Rob.
Demir Mill sucks, Rob.
Demonstrably false.
I agree.
Rob,
Kyle's going to be adding me on Twitter all day now.
Yeah. You are actually just no longer friends with him anymore. He unfriended you on Facebook, unfollowed you on Twitter, really ended
Were you even paying attention to the last match, Rob?
Yeah, Rob, he did win. That was kind of mean of you to say.
I kind of fell asleep.
Wow.
I drew 4 extra cards, killed your creature for 1 mana, and killed you on turn 5.
Yeah, I know. I agree. And even if you won, I thought what you did was cool. I think that was pretty unfair of him to actually just say that. But
You're supposed to be unbiased, Rob. And by unbiased, I mean biased towards me.
Yeah, of course. So Rob will be taking all your unbiased comments, concerns, burns, and all that other stuff in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games, and he will get his favorite ones sent over to us. We are starting our first day with minimal cards. So, I think we had 7 cards to actually work with for our first show of Adventures into the Forgotten Realm Standard. We're going to have a lot more to go for Thursday, but really getting excited for preview season once again. It feels like every other week we get new sets. Modern Horizon was still fun. There was nothing getting stale about it, but another new set, let's dive right in,
Yeah,
Venture right in, sorry.
Yeah, missed opportunity there. No dungeons for you.
Well, I went into a few dungeons, and I was not impressed with what I saw. It was damp, cold, didn't give me good abilities,
didn't even get any superpowers.
Yeah, exactly. So I played the green-white aggressively slanted dungeon deck to start.
That's not how he became Batman, right? Bruce Wayne didn't just go into a cave.
He didn't.
Yeah,
oh, okay. I thought that's how Spider-Man became. He went down, and then he saw spiders. They bit him. Became Spider-Man. That's what I was hoping to do.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Okay. What happens in caves, then?
You die.
Oh, okay.
They're very dangerous.
They're very dangerous. Okay, I'll stop venturing on in them. So, round number 2 here, though, I'm going to be playing a Naya Adventure deck with Drizzt. Really as the only card. Just trying to see if the Showdown tokens makes that card busted. And it just already reads pretty good to me, so I'm kind of excited to try it.
Yeah, and I'll be playing Lolth Spider Queen as the only card in Rakdos Sacrifice.
Okay.
And this is going to be a sort of grindy matchup. Sacrifice decks are usually pretty good at grinding. One of the issues that they've had in this standard season is that grinding is not good against the Ultimatum.
Yep.
And that's been a problem matchup. But in matchups like these, Lolth should be very, very good.
Yeah.
And hopefully I get to draw a bunch of cards with it.
Yeah, exactly. Sultai Ultimatum is another deck that kind of bricks this as well. These adventure decks have been getting a little bit better in current standard with like elite spellbinders at breaking up Sultai. So the matchup's been getting better. But yeah, this matchup, Rakdos usually has a nice little time because you have some juicy claim targets. Yeah.
The good news with Drizzt is that when you cast it, if they don't ultimatum the next turn or kill it, they're probably dead.
Probably. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. All right, so I'll be going first. It's pretty slow, but powerful. It's gonna be a grindy matchup. Can I keep this? If this was a different land, it would be an auto keep for me. But this really is the best card against these kind of matchups, so I'm pretty inclined to try this. Nah, I'm gonna mulligan. It's a little bit too bad.
Now I know he's an imposter.
Yeah, yeah.
We figured it out.
I know.
He's not the real Corey. What did you do to him, Rob?
This was secretly a game of Among Us the entire time.
It really was.
Welcome back to Among Us Live.
So real quick while you're mulliganing, Corey, a card that just got previewed relatively recently.
Okay.
Werewolf Pack Leader. It's a green for a 3/3 creature human werewolf. It has the keyword Pack Tactics, which I believe is on at least one of the cards, so this must be one of the big keywords of the set. Whenever Werewolf Pack Leader attacks, if you attacked with creatures with power 6 or greater this combat, draw a card. And for 3 and a green, until end of turn, Werewolf Pack Leader has base power and toughness 5/3, gains trample, and isn't a human. So what do you think about this aggressive green 2-drop?
Was this legendary or no?
It is not legendary.
Not.
So it's just a 2-mana 3/3 with upside?
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you pay 4, you pay 4 to do it, right?
to make
If you
it
pay 4, it just becomes a 5/3, right? It isn't like a base 5/3, then +2/+2 or anything.
It's a base, so if you put like +1/+1 counters on it at some point,
then
it
it's
becomes a
attack
base
for
5/3.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I do like that this pack ability. I've seen this on a couple of things. It's not comboing with Lovestruck Beast. Like, you know, with Lovestruck Beast just triggers this what is it? Pack
Tactics.
Pack Tactics, yeah.
Tactics.
It's pack-tacular, really, you know? But as long as just Lovestruck Beast is not triggering this, thank God, because, you know, there's some pretty sweet pack tactics, like putting a dragon into play as one of the 1-drops.
But that curve of Heart's Desire, Pack Leader, Lovestruck Beast, you're set up to turn 3 attack with 5/5 and a 3/3 and draw the extra card.
Yeah, can I get that card printed out for my deck to try in my next match? I'm serious. That would be sweet. I mean, just the body alone is sweet. Like, right? Wasn't the 2-mana 3/3 Troll played in Standard quite a bit? I forgot what that one was called. Barkhide Troll, yeah.
And it wasn't that often that you use the ability.
Yeah, not often. Yeah.
That said, that's one of those abilities that you don't use because your opponent just doesn't target it with removal.
Yeah.
So... Yeah, I think this card, compares reasonably well with that card. They're pretty different kinds of cards, but just in terms of raw rate, how often the abilities on this is going to come up, I think it's going to reasonably draw you an extra card or two, and that could be really relevant, especially against like sweepers, where that's the issue for mechanics that force you to have a certain amount of power on the battlefield or a certain big creature. You're usually extending a lot of resources to the battlefield in order to develop those synergies, and you leave yourself vulnerable to a sweeper. But if you're drawing cards while doing it, suddenly you have a reasonable, reserve force that you can then deploy after the sweeper.
Yeah. So three things I want to say about this card and what it goes into. One, a deck that's being played right now is the mono green snow deck, right? Like that's already pretty decent with this kind of card. But for sideboard, that deck plays a lot of Elder Gargaroths. which we really needed to make Elder Gargaroth a little bit better here, you know? You got that plus Vorinclex. These are already cards you want to play that work pretty nicely with an already good-sized body. I like the fact that it doesn't become like a 5/4 or anything, because I think that would actually be too good if you up the toughness with that ability. You know, so I think that card is sweet, and it just seems like an awesome card to play right before you attack with a Gargaroth. You probably win the game if you attack Gargaroth anyways, but
Yeah.
that's kind of sweet.
But no, I think this is just a solid creature. It's not, you know, it's certainly not too good, but it'll definitely see some play.
And, you know, Henged Lovestruck Beasts, even Henge, that card, gets to attack for 6, you know, like.
And it's nice that, you know, you have a little bit of a mana sink in your mono green deck.
Yep.
You know, that mono green is always looking for ways to use its mana late.
Yeah, that's why they have
really
Faithless
have
Havens now and stuff, yeah.
So more mana sinks are always helpful. Faithless Haven is another card that can help you turn on the pack tactics, you know, pretty early.
It's Packtacular, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that card's kind of cool. That's a good one.
I'm in.
I'm in for this hand, but do I want to be greedy? It's one of these two I'd put away. I probably don't want to be that greedy. I'll be greedy. I'm in.
Okay. Maybe he's the real culprit.
Yeah, I'm still back.
I was getting real worried there for a second.
I got one of these. I'll pass to you.
I spent all last game begging you to play a non-basic land. You do it on turn 1 of this game.
I know.
Jerk.
Believe it or not, in my mono green deck versus my 3-color deck, I play a lot
I'll play
more.
Whisper Squad.
Yeah, you son of a.
It's an eye twitch.
Okay. I have a Jaspera Sentinel and a Plains. Pass to you.
Fair Sentinel.
I know.
So good against my hand.
Would you like to attack with your Twitch? That's Secret Reach, in case you didn't know. They all do.
I'm going to play Forbidden Friendship. You know what I don't get about this card?
What?
Shaheen is the human, but he's not the human in the art on the card. So it's really weird. And I know Shaheen is old enough to be best friends with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So it all tracks.
Yeah.
So why is he not on the card?
I mean, yeah, he's on a Team BCW with you, a dinosaur. So, yeah, that checks out.
He seems like this is something that y'all should complain about. So keep in mind that our complaint department is at Shaheen Sarani.
Wait a minute. Aren't you on?
Yeah, but I'm the young human still. He's the dinosaur. Even though Ely is a little bit older, it's still Ross.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to orient these, and this is the way we orient Shaheen and the dinosaurs, so they're looking at each other.
They do look longingly.
Yeah.
No, but
friends.
it's a forbidden friendship.
I forgot.
They look for each other, but they never find each other.
Yeah, I will pass the turn.
All right. Okay. I have a Heart's Desire.
Yep. Feels like a love-struck beast.
You know what? This was the nice thing about Modern is we didn't have to see Shaheen every single day, but now we do, man. We absolutely do. I'm going to play this and just play Lovestruck.
Yep.
Pass to you.
Okay. I can safely attack for 1 with this Eye Twitch.
19.
I can then play a Shatter Skull, the Hammer Pass.
Okay.
Tapped. And we're upgrading now to a 1/2.
Ooh,
Pass the
Whisper
turn.
Squad's coming soon to a logo theater near you. With what I got going in my hand, I think I just want to just cast Showdown and leave a mana open. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's a Drizzit. Drizzit. So I do think I want to play Innkeeper. It's just what do I want to leave open? I probably don't want to attack still. I'm going to win the long game, so I'm going to try to play some defense. Maybe I want to leave. Yeah. Okay. I'll do that and I'll pass to you. Rob, do you have a 4/1 green cat token with trample?
No, unfortunately, you just have the 2/2 green cat tokens there that you have to act like are 4/1s.
Okay. The 2/2s, 2 2s, those will do. The 2 2s, 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 2 2s,
Yeah, surprisingly, Wizards hasn't printed a lot of 4/1 cat tokens.
Yeah, no kidding. I honestly can't believe you.
I will play Castle Lochthwain
I should end the stream for that one.
Thank you.
and Immersturm Predator.
Okay.
And let's get in for one in the air again.
Do some twitching.
You're at 18.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
Okay. It's pretty strong. A draw. A chapter 2.
You're contractually obligated to cast Drizzt on this turn.
Oh, I will be casting Drizzt. I'm just wondering what order I want to do my things. So it has trample. And I don't think you have a lot of ways to actually deal with Drizzt itself. So, all right, I'm going to start with said Drizzt. I'm going to put a counter on Lovestruck Beast.
Yep.
I'm going to get a 4/1 cat. Sorry, y'all. This is the best we got. We don't have any, great Solifuge? Isn't that a spider? Oh, right, this is a cat. Yeah, okay. Okay. Close enough. All right, and then I'm going to play another Edgewall Innkeeper. And
Counter going.
I think... So if I attack with this, you block, you can sack, make it 4. You have to put 2 other creatures in front of it to kill it, which maybe you're okay doing, but probably not. Otherwise, you probably just chum. Nothing too exciting there. All right, I'm going to put a counter on Shaheen, and I'm just going to attack with Lovestruck Beast.
Okay. I'm at the point where I need to start controlling Corey's battlefield, so I'm going to block Lovestruck with Predator and sack Eye Twitch.
Okay.
This will give it indestructible and put a counter on it. You have nothing in your graveyard for me to exile?
I don't.
Okay. And I'm going to learn, and I will fetch a removal spell for my sidebred, a Necrotic Fumes.
Okay. All right, and then I'll pass to you. And that just destroys something you have to sack.
I have to exile a creature I control, and it exiles a creature or planeswalker.
Gotcha. It's been so long since we played Standard. It really has. We got to get back in the groove.
Okay. I think we're going to need more black mana. Yeah, that'll let me activate Castle later if I want to. So
Okay.
I'll play Blight Step Pathway this time.
Okay.
Then I will... You have 2 cards in hand?
2 cards. They're both incredibly busted. Best possibles.
So I'm gonna cast Claim the Firstborn. I think I'm gonna take the cat token.
Okay.
Just because it has trample, so it's a very attractive target for Showdown when I'm generating a bunch of chump blockers.
Yep.
And I can't take Drizzt, which would be fun to attack with. And I don't think I want to attack with the cat because Corey's just going to block with Drizzt, and I want to exile it to Necrotic Fumes.
Okay.
So,
Kill my Drizzy.
yeah, so that's going to happen. So let's just exile the cat and deal with the Drizzt there.
Just destroys or exiles?
Exiles.
Okay. How rude.
It would going to get exiled from this anyway.
Yeah.
And now do I want to attack? I do think I want to be aggressive, though your battlefield is very threatening. You're going to, you can pump the small creatures to then be able to attack into my small creatures.
Mm-hmm.
You can, if you have an adventure creature, you're going to draw even more cards. But that just me, like, the fact that you have the potential to draw even more cards here just really makes me want to get even more aggressive.
Yeah, the true adventures in the Forgotten Realms are just people forgetting that adventure mechanic is just actually busted. Yeah.
And the nice thing here with the Predator is that it's attacking for 5 this turn, then 6 and 7. So that's exactly 18 over 3 turns. So yeah, let's get in with Predator.
All right, I'll go to
13.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
Okay. I will draw chapter 3.
Showdown. I'm gone.
Okay. Now let's go with a mix it up and go with a Showdown of the Scalds. I'm going to put a counter on Shaheen.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my. Okay, that's some stuff. That is some stuff. Go like this. Heart's Desire. I'm gonna take up your zones. You don't use your zones enough, okay?
I got you.
Thanks. I'm gonna put a counter on. Let's go with Shaheen again. I'm gonna supercharge this Shaheen. And
Are you like asking Shaheen for a favor after versus today, or?
yeah, no kidding, no kidding. And then I'm gonna attack like this.
Okay. What is the purpose of leaving the other Edgewall Innkeeper back? Attacking with them is fine because Corey has 2 mana. He can stomp in combat, put a counter on one of them if I try to block with this. The Scorpion, that tracks. That all makes sense. Why are you leaving 1 back?
I have a reason, and I'm not telling you.
It's not as a blocker. Oh, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense.
I'm not going to tell you my secrets.
Okay, keep your secrets.
Even though you're the Merfolk secret keeper here.
Well, you're not a Merfolk, so you can keep your non-Merfolk secrets.
Okay.
I don't think it really makes a huge difference in what I'm doing. I think I just want to put Serrated Scorpion in front of Low Strike Beast and sack it to the Predator before damage. Do I potentially want to chump the Shaheen as well? Because you do have 2 stomps, but I'm going to generate enough targets for those, so I don't think that matters. So I'd rather not get myself in a situation where I've lost all my blockers and you can just make 1 creature really big with Showdown next turn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'll block Lovestruck and sack the Scorpion to Predator.
Okay, before damage, I am going to stomp Shaheen.
I will sacrifice it to Predator in response, so you don't get the Bone Crusher.
Sure. I'll still get a token, and I'll put it here.
Yeah, so I'm going to gain 2, go to 22, you'll go to 11.
Yeah, and then you'll take 6.
And then I'll take 6, I'll go to 16.
All right, and then I'll pass to you. Yeah, I can throw away a Bone Crusher there. I'm going to have enough cards. I have the engine going on.
You have 2 in hand?
2 in hand.
16, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 9. Yeah, it would basically be dead to triple removal spell, but that seems difficult. You have the 1, you need 2 more in your 3 cards, 2 in hand and draw step.
Not bad.
Don't think there's much I can do about it, so I will just play my Woe Strider, get a goat.
Okay.
There's Bradley. Attack you with Predator, exile Bone Crusher.
Okay, I'll take 6.
Put you
Down to 5.
And pass the turn.
Okay. Draw chapter 2. Okay. Let's start with Lovestruck Beast.
Sure.
I'm going to draw 2 cards and put a counter on this Sheen.
So even though Corey's seen extra cards towards removal, he probably won't have enough mana to cast 3 removal spells, should he even have them.
That is true.
I think he's digging for whatever potential answer he has in his main deck for Predator. Or I guess you do have a block for 1 turn.
All right, I'm going to cast Jaspera Sentinel.
Found another one.
And we're going to put a counter on Innkeeper. Then I'm going to play a Pathway and declare attacks.
Yep.
I'll attack with these.
Alright, I'm going to chump block with my tokens on the 2 largest creatures.
Okay.
Before damage, I will Village Rite, sacrificing Brad.
Okay.
Draw 2.
Yep.
And then I will sacrifice the Dinosaur to the Ghost Rider and scry 1.
Okay. Sure.
Don't think I can have time for that, so yeah.
I'm going to take 4.
I will take 4, go to 12.
All right. Pass.
Doesn't want to play any part of the Bone Crusher Giant.
Oh, I forgot to cast it. Ugh.
What are we holding up?
God, that was stupid.
I will play another Woe Strider.
I'll respond. I'll chop down Emerstone Predator.
Yeah, I'll sack the Woe Strider to it.
Okay. And get a counter. It's only when it attacks it does the thing, right?
No, when it gets tapped, I get a counter and
Oh, is it? Okay.
move, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty dead this game. Corey just got out a little ahead of me.
Yep.
Pass the turn. Going to need to get very lucky here.
Okay. Yeah, that chapter goes. I think I screwed up with my mana base a little bit here, but whatever. Clarion Spirit. I'll crack this. I'm gonna put a counter on something. Let's put a counter on this Edgewall Innkeeper. And I'm gonna play Giant Killer, draw 2 cards, and get a 1/1 flyer. Put a counter on this Shaheen, draw 2. I'll play Tangled Florhedron. I'll put a counter on 2 blockers, maybe 1 removal. 2 blockers, maybe 1 removal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, if you do have a removal, you could live. So I'll put the counter here, and then I'll declare attacks.
Yep.
I think this is enough to put through a removal through 1. Block these two. If you don't have removal, it is 9, 10, 11. So I do have to attack with one more to make it for sure lethal. Okay, I'll attack like that.
Let's block the 2 Love-Struck Beasts.
Okay.
I will sacrifice this to the Bow Strider to scry.
Okay.
Bottom.
Okay.
I will Village Rights the Bow Strider.
Okay.
Draw 2.
What do you got for 1 black?
Nothing good enough.
Okay. Yeah, this way, if you did kill something, then you'd have to have 2 removal spells to actually kill me again. So you'd have to have a lot of removal.
Yeah.
Or 2 claims or something like that. But
No, I had 1 card I needed to find, and I needed to find it last turn.
the big Zodiac thing.
No, Kazul's Fury.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No, that one's mine. Yeah,
That's a
I had
good one.
Loth in my hand from the opening, from my opener, and I
Yeah.
just never found a spot where I could cast it because you just came out too quickly with the low curve and the
See, the key is to casting
showdowns.
to having cards that were questionable if they're even going to be good in our deck. Play cards like Showdown that force you to cast them. You know?
I definitely shuffled in my learn card.
Nice.
Let me find that one.
Ross never learns. Never learns. First it's Luris, now it's the actual learn mechanic for extra flavor.
What I needed to find there
never
was
learned.
Bastion of Remembrance, so I was draining you on all those chump blocks.
Yeah, that would have been good. All right, Rob, you got a question while we shuffle up for our second game?
I do, about another new card.
Ooh.
This time, very flavorful.
Cards.
Very flavorful for a D&D set.
Aren't they all?
Treasure chest. 3 mana artifact. 4 and sacrifice treasure chest. Roll a d20. On a 1, you're trapped, so you lose 3 life. 2 through 9, you create 5 treasure tokens. 10 through 19, you gain 3 life and draw 3 cards. And on a 20, search your library for a card. If it's an artifact card, you may put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put that card into your hand, then shuffle. So what do you think?
I mean, it seems sweet. Is it going to be good? I don't know. I don't think so, but I mean, the abilities are pretty strong, but it takes up your 3rd and 4th turn in standard.
Yeah.
You know?
You
Needless
know,
to say, we have to try it on Thursday. Oh, yeah.
You know what my favorite part about this card is? Is that when you play it in limited, you are desperately hoping not to hit the natural 20.
Yeah.
I guess you get to find any card, but it's not just artifacts.
It's artifact and
So
creatures,
it's still
right?
just a demonic tutor when you hit the natural 20. That's fine. But you're actually hoping...
Any card.
Any
You're,
card like
you're
that.
actually likely hoping to hit to the 10 through 19 when you're playing in limited.
The draw 3?
Yeah, there are times when you'll have a bomb and you want at the natural 20 and just find it.
Yeah.
But then it's just an expensive demonic tutor.
Yeah, here's the thing. Do we have a giant dice we can roll in the studio?
Yeah, we need to get a big D20.
We need to get a huge
Like one of
D20.
those-
Rob, can you have your people talk to our people and get some D20s going?
I don't. I mean, I can bring in plenty of d20s. I don't know if I have a big one, but
Yeah, it needs to be at least like this size.
Yeah. We want it to mess up the board state a little bit when we
Yeah.
roll it. Yeah. No, honestly,
We
though,
want them to hear it outside when it rolls along the table.
you know what this card
I'll get to work
actually
on that.
seems the best in to me is like Dimir control, where you can go like this on turn 3, turn 4 you can like Dimir Yorion, you know, like
Yeah.
where you have like that on turn 3, turn 4 like Extinction Event, you know, turn 5 maybe react a little bit like Heartless Act plus it's 4 mana to sack, I guess, right?
Yeah, but every turn your opponent is like forced to make you react with something else. Otherwise, you're just getting this free effect.
Exactly. So it seems like it would be better in a control shell, but you know, there's also some world that you want it in something like a adventure shell. I don't know the best home for that. What do you think? 'Cause I generally don't know where to use that card.
I agree with you that the control shell is going to use it best.
Yeah.
Because it's the one that is just going to be able to commit the resources to it.
Yeah.
If any sort of aggressive deck commits 7 mana to this and gets 5 treasures, it's not very happy.
Wait a minute. What about Galazeth Prismari in like Is It Dragons? Because it's already an artifact, so you go Galazeth Prismari and you can tap it and a treasure for 2 mana.
It's not the worst. Not the
Doesn't
worst
sound like
idea.
the best, but
It
yeah.
doesn't sound like the best, but it doesn't sound like the worst.
Yeah. Do you realistically think this card will make an impact on standard?
No.
Me neither. Yeah. But it is awesome, and we're gonna try it.
You never know.
You never
Sometimes we're
know.
very wrong.
All right. Yeah, we were wrong about a card in my deck. Edgewall Innkeeper. I don't think
we weren't wrong about it. We just sort of ignored its existence.
Yeah, that's wrong. That's being wrong.
No.
Yeah.
Can't be wrong by omission.
I don't know.
My hand is fine. I will keep.
All right, I'll keep as well.
Fatal Passage, go.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Timber Crown, Pathway, and Jaspera Sentinel. Pass to you.
Why do you have turn 1 Jaspera Sentinel again?
I put 4 of them in my deck, so I draw them
40% of the time.
every time.
Which is approximately the probability of having at least one copy of 4 of in your 7-card hand.
Well, sorry. Need me to play the smallest violin for you?
I prefer a larger one. I like violin. I will play Forbidden Friendship again.
Oh.
This time they're going to stare at each other.
Okay.
It didn't work as well when they didn't get to feel
Would
the
you like
love.
to attack?
No.
Okay. This is a little awkward. But I do think I still want to play this. Yeah, let's go. Boulder Pathway, and I'll play a Giant Killer, and I'll pass to you.
Another 1-2.
You get a 1/1, I get a 1/2, baby.
I've got a Swamp and a Woe Strider.
Okay.
Get a Goat and pass the turn.
Okay. I have a Forest and an Elite Spellbinder. Show me what you got. Okay.
There you go.
You're about to untap with 4 mana.
Yep.
So I can deal with the Queen a little bit later. It can't come down next turn. Outside of that, I think I probably just want to stop you from putting more stuff on the battlefield. But the Spider could get kind of bad. Yeah, they do have reach. Okay, that's pretty good. So maybe...
They are spiders.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen any spiders like jump up and block birds in nature. I guess I don't live in the right place to see that, thankfully.
They're in the trees.
The trees.
Webs.
God, I really do think I have to hit your cool card as much as I know I want to actually see you play the card. It just doesn't bode well against my Elite Spellbinder. So yeah, let's take your Queen.
Not surprised to see that.
And yeah, I'll pass to you. You got a spare 7 mana lying around?
Sack Fable Passage. I'm going to get another Swamp.
Okay.
Just have a lot more black in my deck than red.
Okay.
I am going to Villagerites the Goat token.
Brad just moved back to town, and you're just throwing him into the graveyard like this?
Yep.
Ugh. Unreal. Unreal.
That goes there. I draw 2 cards.
Okay.
I will then play a Woe Strider.
Okay.
Get a Goat.
Okay.
And yeah, that's the awkwardness. Is that double block is not great, so I'll pass.
All right. Joke's on you. I wouldn't have made the block. Ha ha ha. Because I want to play Drizzit. And I'm going to get a 4/1.
Also, I was told in chat earlier that card's pronounced Drist.
Oh, Drist?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose. That makes sense. Drizzit just sounds so much cooler, doesn't it? All right.
If you're into that sort of thing.
All right, and then I'll crank in there for 3.
I'm at 17.
Pass to you. All right, remember everyone, this is a 4/1 cat. We just, we do not have... We got to make some preview tokens. That's our next level for Versus Live.
I will play a tapped Agadeem and an Emberstorm Predator.
Okay.
And I will pass the turn.
Okay, that's a good one. Hmm. Hmm.
Got like 4 in hand.
Yeah. 4 of them. 4 of them. A little tricky. All right. I'm going to crack this.
Now you have 3.
That wasn't the tricky part, is counting the cards in my hand, but thank you.
You never know.
You never know. All right. I got an elite spellbinder for you. Show me what you got. I'll take Agadeem's Awakening. It makes a lot more sense why you played that Agadeem's Awakening. I was like, oh, you might need that a little later.
Yeah. And the second one, need to get to 7 for this Lolth.
Yeah. So I'm debating here of tapping down Immerstrom Predator and attacking with Drist, as well as the cat and the Spellbinder. But you can actually just take down Drist. Decently effective. And I don't... I mean, it does decimate your entire board, which is kind of cool. But I guess it only kills 2 Woe Striders. That's still decimating.
As I just recast one next turn.
Will you just agree that it's decimating your board? Okay, I'm going to tap it.
Okay, I'll exile your land.
Okay.
When this gets tapped.
Oh, sorry, I'll do that in the other order. Does it still get a counter?
Yeah.
It's up to, right? Okay. I'll still do it in the other order. Okay, and then I don't want to attack with Drizzt, but I will attack with just these 2.
Okay. Certainly putting Shaheen in front of the 4/1 cat. Yeah, I think that's all I really can do. This will be taking 6, which is kind of gross. Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay.
I'm at 11.
Just do 11. Get a counter on Drizzt.
Yep.
And second main, I'm not going to block with this. Play an Innkeeper, and I'll pass to you.
Okay. Definitely in trouble here.
But this card really would have, like,
Oh, it would have
helped
been
you
quite
a
good
ton.
this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. The Lolth was going to be good this game.
Yeah. And it still probably will be, in 2 turns, but...
Yeah. So now there is a question of whether or not I want to scry it all on my upkeep. Because I do need to find something, but blockers are somewhat valuable against the Drist, which is gigantic. You have 1 card in hand, and you still have access to the Giganta Companion. Really just trying to find removal.
Yeah, it seems like my best creature is Giant Killer right now.
Yeah, I'm going to throw the goat away to scry on my upkeep.
Okay.
I'll keep that one on top.
Okay. I don't like that. Ah, yes. Spiders.
Yeah, I will minus the Lolth and get some spiders that are... We do not have 2/1s, so these are 2/1s with reach. And I think I am now going to play defensively with the Planeswalker on the battlefield. So I don't think I want to attack with the Immerstern Predator. At least we have 3 flyers against Corey's 2, and he can tap 1 of mine down. Or 3 blockers for flyers.
Yeah. No, that was a great draw.
And I will pass the turn.
Okay. And whenever any creature dies or non-token?
Creature I control dies. Yeah.
Okay.
Tokens too.
Well, that was incredible.
Your draw or mine?
Yours. Yikes.
Okay. Corey can pass for 1 turn, let me draw a card, and hopefully, EOT tap, untap, tap something, get in with both flyers.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to try a slightly more aggressive line, even though I don't know how great it is. All right, I'm going to tap down Predator.
Okay, it'll get a counter.
Yep. Then I'm going to declare attacks.
Sure.
I'm going to go at you and at the Spider Queen. And I think that's all I want to do. Yeah.
Okay, well, definitely want to block the 8 power from Drist with me at 11, and definitely want to trade for the Spellbinder. So Dinosaur chumps and Spider in front of Spellbinder. Before damage, I want to crack the Fatal Passage first before I do any scrying.
Okay.
Get another mountain.
The reason I did this is if I just attack with this, you could put these 4 in front and kill it. And it's a great creature right now. And attacking with this means that you either have to lose your Planeswalker or not make that block. And if I don't attack with this, then it's not going to go to 4 counters where you can just make 2 more unless you sack something on your own accord, which, you know, you might want to do, but...
Okay,
yeah.
I will sack Dinosaur to a Woe Strider. Loth goes up to 2.
Okay.
Scry 1. Temple of Malice goes to the bottom.
Okay.
Then Spider and Spellbinder trade. Loth goes up to 3.
Yep. And then I'll play a land, and I will just buy Giganta. Pass to you.
Draw for turn.
Yeah, the Spider Queen has been incredible so far.
That was an excellent draw.
Uh-oh.
That was what I was hoping for.
No.
Because what this lets me do is I will play Eye Twitch.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
I will sacrifice it to scry 1, get a counter on the Loth, find Necrotic Fumes.
Great.
Yep. I am going to have to get rid of something else here. I'm wondering if I want to exile a Woe Strider, but probably not. I think I'm just going to make 2 more spiders with the Loth
Yeah.
and exile one of them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense to me too. Exile one of the spiders, hit the Drizzt.
Graveyard, right?
Exile.
Exile, okay.
And now I have 2 spiders, and you just have Giant Killer Spellbinder.
Yeah, let's turn around pretty quick.
So I could potentially get in with the Predator now with you at 20. If you just have a removal spell, then it gets awkward, where you, like you tap 1 down, kill 1, and then you get to attack the Loth. But even then, like, I have another Loth for next turn if I draw a land. If I draw a spell, then I've drawn a spell.
And
I'm pressuring you quite a bit here. Not to mention these Woe Striders could potentially get in because you don't have nearly as good of a double block.
Yeah, Loth seems pretty sweet in a sacrifice shell.
Yeah, I think I am going to get in with 1 Woe Strider and the Predator, exile your Spellbinder. So this is a 9-point attack.
All right, I'll take it. 11 all.
11 all. Pass the turn.
Gross. Okay. Not bad there, I suppose. All right. Heart's Desire. Love Struck Beast, draw a card.
Yep. Looks like we have a pretty good chance I'll be keeping the Loth. Have to be like land, stomp, tap, using the Despair Sentinel.
I'll play this land.
Okay.
And I'll pass to you.
Excellent, excellent,
Excellent. Let's see if I want to do something here at upkeep.
I have pass priority on my upkeep. Do you have any fast effects?
I'm fast. All right. I'll stomp.
Stomp the Loth. So I could throw away 2 spiders to keep the Loth around.
Yep.
And scry 2. So how valuable is that?
I don't know. I just cast it, and I don't know if it's correct.
I think given that I have the other one sitting there, if I draw a land, I don't want to keep it around, so I'm just going to let that resolve.
I don't blame you.
That is a land.
A tapped land. Is it a temple? Give me that temple.
It's a land that could be tapped, but it's a land that could also kill 2 things.
Oh, okay.
So what do I do with this?
That's a good one.
This could kill, like, Spellbinder Giant Killer.
Yeah.
It could kill could kill the innkeeper and stop you from drawing cards with the Bone Crusher. I think I definitely want to kill the Giant Killer. I think I just want to kill 2 things.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And the only question really is which ones. I'm sort of inclined to go Giant Killer Innkeeper. Just because that is I want to limit the cards Corey's drawing, and then I've already justified the Giant Killer. The other, like the Spellbinders and stuff, you're not going to win the race, so they're just going to end up chump blocking, hopefully. Yeah, let's kill Spellbinder and Edgewall Keeper.
Okay.
Spellbinder? Giant Killer and Edgewall Keeper. Okay. And then I will attack and exile the Giant Killer with Predator.
So for 7, getting to the spot where I pretty much got to start chump blocking this. So yeah, I'm going to throw this away.
Wants to keep his mana. That's probably a bad sign. Pass the turn. I guess so, they're both going to end up chump blocking, keeping the mana for a turn is better.
I'll attack.
Okay, I think I kind of think I want to just double block this and then escape a Woe Strider next turn. Because I am at 11. I'm a little concerned about my life total. 2 cards in hand. Could also chump with a Spider and Scry. No. Actually, why don't I just do this? Because you don't even have the other thing this turn. Yeah, Let's block a Spider Woe Strider.
Okay. I'll play a land and play these 2. Pass to you. I'm pretty dead.
Okay, let's play a Woe Strider via Escape.
Okay.
I don't think you have Scavenging Oozes in that deck. And I have an Agadeem's Awakening sitting over there, so...
Okay.
Just get rid of 3 lands and, Forbidden Friendship. 4 cards.
Okay.
Get a Goat.
Okay.
And... You have no cards in hand. Yeah, that's got 2 counters. Attack with Predator, exile the flyer.
Okay, I'll block.
And I will pass the turn.
All right. Yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah,
I don't have anything to deal with Predator, really.
Yeah, I was drawing Scorpions. You were literally dead next turn.
Literally dead.
9 plus 2 is 11.
Even better, even better. Well, we are getting kind of short on time. Do you want to call it 1-1 on this? And if we have 2 more matches, we get the gist of it. But what do you think? We get the drist of it.
I kind of like this matchup.
It is pretty fun. I totally agree. We could, if anything, just pick our favorite deck to play for the 3rd one against the 2 favorites, that we didn't play,
Yeah.
We might have to do that.
Let's finish this one out, and then we'll see where we are.
Cool. So we are going to take a short break, and we're going to be right back with sideboarding for our 3rd and final game of round number 2. Don't go anywhere. All right, everybody. Welcome back to sideboarding here on Versus Live between Nay Adventures and Rakdos Sacrifice. From my end, I'm going to trim a couple of the Giant Killers just because I do not have many targets. Immersturm Predator is the best one, and we saw it be really good for me game 1, and just playing it is actually pretty good. Playing it is pretty strong. I don't know, maybe I just want less elite Spellbinders now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm going to trim 1 more Spellbinder here. I'm unsure about which configuration I want to do here, but then we're going to take out some Tangled Florhedrons. I just almost never want tap lands as well, and the body is pretty irrelevant when you have a lot of removal spells. Bring in Klothys, which is insane against your Woe Striders and other sacrifice stuff. The Crone War and Banishing Light are my new answers to Immersturm Predator that I can actually deal with, and we'll hope for the best.
And on my side, just bringing in a bunch of removal between Power Word Kill again and the Crone War.
Okay.
Cutting my Forbidden Friendships.
It's really forbidden now.
I'm not sure if I've attacked with any of those creatures.
Yeah,
in either game.
They didn't do much.
I played it on turn 2 both games, and one of the creatures has haste, and neither of them ever attacked.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah, not great in a creature matchup. I'm also trimming a Kroxa. I assume Corey's going to have some graveyard stuff. I also just think he gums up the ground enough where Crocs actually isn't going to dominate a game.
Yep.
And also you draw a ton of cards, and I just don't think it's actually going to be that impactful based on how your deck plays out.
Agreed. And we kind of mentioned it in the preview, but there's a lot of the Standard is still a very grindy format, as we learned today. So if we only have time for one more of our matches, we were going to do 4. We're going to let you vote on it. So we're going to set a poll up right here between this adventure deck and your Demille deck, or your Demille. That's actually kind of a sweet name. And your Demir Mill deck, or Rakdos versus my green-white venture deck. So we'll let you vote, and we'll make sure and play whatever you guys pick. Yeah, sounds fun.
So that'll be the third matchup we play. And if we have time for a fourth, we will play a fourth. But
maybe a fourth game. Maybe we'll see.
It's looking tight right now.
Rush just talks too much. If he didn't talk about all this tennis talk in the beginning, we would have had plenty of time.
It's okay. So. Roger Federer won.
Okay.
The world is right.
The world is healing.
The man is like 39. He doesn't have many Wimbledons left.
Yeah, that is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised you can even shuffle at your age, but the fact that he can play tennis at his age is really impressive. All right. I'm going to keep. It needs a little bit of help, but I'm in.
Ditto.
Okay. All right. I got a Pathway and a Heart's Desire. Pass to you.
I don't have Crab to respond to Heart's Desire. I'm not sure how I'm going to win. I do have an Eye Twitch.
Eye Twitch, okay.
And I will pass the turn.
I will... I'll attack.
I'm going to take 1.
Okay, I got an Innkeeper, and I have a Pathway, and I'll pass to you.
That is awkward. I will play Mountain and attack for 1.
Okay, I'm at 19.
Pass the turn.
I'll attack.
I will take 2.
Pass the turn.
Okay, that was less awkward.
I did not get the help I needed, believe it or not.
On your end step, I'm going to Village Rites the Eye Twitch.
Okay.
And with Learn, I'm going to grab, actually, Pest Summoning this time.
Okay.
And I will draw 2.
I was looking for a land, and instead I drew the opposite of lands. Very expensive cards. Tilt.
Now I have a Swamp.
Okay.
And I will play the thing that makes your stomp the worst. Pest Summon.
Okay. Sounds good.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. Go. Sad. Sad.
Now I will take 3 for a Shatter Skull, go to 14. And then I will play Shatter Skull for X equals 2, killing Shaheen and Innkeeper.
All right.
Then I'll pass the turn.
Come on. Go. This is a tilt.
Now I will play...
Seeing these draws, Rob? Unreal.
Oh, yeah,
In
I'm
the
seeing
Blood
it.
Avatar, sacrificing both pests, I'll gain 2, go to 16.
Okay.
Then I will get an Avatar. You sack a creature.
Okay, I'll sack this one.
Yeah, and I will attack you and deal 6 total.
Okay.
Go to 13. Pass the turn.
All right, we need the draw now. Oh, my God. It's a ground creature, at least?
Yes. It's a 3/6 with haste that when it attacks deals 3 to each opponent.
Okay. Wondering what's my better play. Probably this. Play Clothis, past you. My hand was so good if I drew a land.
Well, let's get in for 6.
7.
thought this is an interesting one.
We'll say this poll is coming down to the wire.
Is it?
I'm going to play a Woe Strider, get the goat, and village rights it immediately.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
Wow.
Would you like to exile something?
Unreal. I needed a land, and instead I have drawn these. Yeah, I guess I'll take your village rights.
Okay, so I'll get a 14, you'll get a 9.
Yeah, and then all I got is this. Pass to you. That was horrifically unlucky, I must say. Oh, sorry, I did draw this.
Yeah. So removal spell on left struck and attack for 9.
Yeah. Awful. Awful. My hand was so good with one land. Wow. Okay. All right, how's that poll looking?
Power word kill, best sideboard card possible.
Yeah.
The winner by 5 votes.
Which one?
The winner by 5 votes is Naya versus Mill.
Okay. Even better. Even better. All right. Well, we are going to take a short break. I'm going to be playing this deck, hopefully draw a little bit more lands. Up against Mill, where I draw a lot of cards. We'll see. We'll see if I have a better chance than my Venture deck. My Venture deck was a lot more dirtily, so I do think I have a little bit better of a chance now, but not by much. I still got to say, out of all the decks, the Mill deck I think is the sweetest.
I mean, I'm a little worried about how quickly Drizzt's going to kill me.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to take a short 5-minute break, and we'll be right back with round number 3 here on Versus Live. Don't go anywhere.
Hello, and welcome back to Versus Live. I'm Ross Merriam.
And I'm Corey Ballmeister.
And we've got Rob in the booth. Say hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us. We had our poll to figure out the third match of the day, and likely final unless it goes very quickly.
Yep.
And in a narrow victory, the winner was Demir Mill versus Naya Adventures. So that's what we've got up for the third match. We'll see if the extra aggression of the Demir deck can, take down the so far champion of the day.
Yeah.
Demir Mill.
Demir Mill does seem sweet, and once again, I do not think I can deal with your crab at all. Like, Bone Crusher doesn't do it, Giant Killer still doesn't do it. It's pretty tricky.
Stomp does deal with Thieves Guild Enforcer and Luris.
Yeah.
Which were also very important parts of the victory in match 1.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't really clearing them out too well. Green-white deck maybe should have some, like, Skyclaves or something, but nah, we went with Venture Mechanic instead.
Yep.
All right. Let's do it.
You will be on the play.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is reasonable. Not insane or anything, but I'll keep.
I will keep as well.
All right. I have a pause for dramatic effect. I think I only need 1 red. So I'm going to use Timber Crown and play Jesperis. No, pass to you.
I will play Island Ruin Crab.
All right. I'm ruined. I will play an Innkeeper and a Mountain, and I'll pass to you.
I will play a Swamp and mill you for 3.
Okay.
I will pass the turn. Now I'm thinking differently of it. I don't want Corey to play a 4-drop here, like a Showdown or something. Yeah.
Want to use your Drowned?
Yeah, it's very obvious what I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, on your draw step, I'm going to kill the Innkeeper.
Okay. I will then play Clarion Spirit and pass to you.
I will play Field of Ruin and mill you for 3.
Okay.
I will pass the turn.
Okay. All right. Drist.
Resolves.
Yay! I was about to play that with a sigh. All right, 4/1 cat, pass to you.
On your end step, I will field one of the green pathways.
That's way worse than than drowning it. All
I
right.
will get an island and then mill you for 3.
Okay. Let's see what I got for basics left. Let's go with forest. All right. Milled for 3. Yeah, this is also not a bad deck for that new mill card. I have a lot of 3s and stuff, you know? It's a pretty low converted mana cost deck.
Mill you for 3 again.
Okay.
A swamp. And pass the turn.
Okay. That's not a good one. All right, I'm going to start with a showdown. I'll help mill for you if you want.
I will counter that. Fortunately, did not have the second island last turn to counter the Driz.
3 cards, right?
3, yep.
Okay. Then I will attack with these 2.
Okay, I will play Thieves Guild Enforcer before blocks, mill you for 2.
Okay.
And I'll block the cat, take 2 from it and 6 from the Drist.
Okay.
Puts me to taking 8, going to 12.
Okay.
Cat down.
And then second
Drist
main.
gets counter.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And second main, Giant Killer, get a flyer, pass to you.
Ugh. I might just be dead.
Good. Good.
Yeah, because of the turn, if I didn't say plays on 3 and then end of the story on 4, I think I'm gold in this game.
Yeah.
But not having the second island really got me, so we need to draw something good off this end of the story.
Oh, cute. Tell your story over there. I'll tell you a story of Drist.
I will play Fable Passage and mill you for 3.
Okay.
And then I will sack this and get a swamp and mill you for 3.
I've been milled.
And then pass the turn.
What could you have?
I lied to you. I just played a swamp and milled you for 3. Forgot I only have 3.
Okay.
So keep the card the same and just put those 3 cards on top and shuffle.
But the card I drew was terrible, and Love Struck Beast would have been D's. All right. Cheater. I mean, what? Okay. Oh, yeah. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But you're at 12. Hooray! Tap this. I'll stomp the creature you're about to play and hit you for 12.
Well, I didn't have it anyway.
All right.
Yeah, just a little bit of an awkward curve there. Missing the turn 3, didn't say please, and got a max punish.
You may be adventuring cards into my forgotten realm, my graveyard, but I'm just adventuring them to the battlefield. And that has been a recipe for success for quite a while. All right. But go ahead.
Driss certainly looked good there.
It did. It really did. And honestly, I think your mill card would have looked good as well, just because this deck is not that high of a converted mana cost. Driss helps me out a lot, you know, as one of the few 5-drops, but then there's Showdown and then it's 3s, you know, so, you know, take it as you will versus the other deck where I had a lot of 0s and stuff, but
Still got a good, healthy number of lands.
yeah, I'm still excited to see that card in Modern. If we get to do a Modern show within this preview season, we got to try Demir Mill with that. It seems sweet.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Rob, you got one question for us?
I do.
got?
So had a question earlier about Sphere of Annihilation. X and a black for an artifact. Sphere of Annihilation enters the battlefield with X void counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile Sphere of Annihilation. All creatures and planeswalkers with mana value X or less than or equal to the number of void counters on it, and all creatures and planeswalker cards in graveyards with mana cost value X or less are then... Yeah, I totally screwed up that reading, didn't I?
AKA, you play it for X, and then at your upkeep, you get rid of it, exile everything on the battlefield and graveyard X or less.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like
Well.
to suspend one sweeper.
Yeah, suspend one Shadow's Verdict, basically.
Yeah, I'm not big on suspend one sweepers.
Yeah.
And this is one that never, like, the interesting thing is matchups where, like, your creatures are big and theirs are small, and you can play it for small numbers.
Mm-hmm.
That is where I think the card might have some application.
Do you have to exile it? You do, right?
Yeah, I think it's like Serenity.
Okay. Because if it was a May, playing that on like turn 3 against rogues and just holding off until they actually commit a couple of creatures, that might be okay. But
Yeah, if you could pick,
Yeah.
but I don't think that. I think it's a must.
yeah.
So to me, its role is destroy small creatures when on the big creature deck.
Yeah, it doesn't seem good to me.
Yeah, yeah. As a generic sweeper, I don't think it's very good.
Yeah. Nope. Thumbs down.
My hand, however, is quite good.
Ooh. My hand is functional. I'm gonna try it. It's a little weak.
I will start on Rune Crab.
Ugh. Oh. Innkeeper, pass to you.
I will play an Agadim tapped, mill you for 3, and then I will mill you for 4,
Okay.
and then I will pass the turn.
Well, you've hit 7 cards. Not bad.
That is 3 plus 4.
I will, of course, battle for 1.
Yeah, 19. Not
Got
letting my
him.
crab get stomped.
Got him. Oh, yeah, I suppose there is that. Okay, I'll play this and pass to you.
Okay, I will play a Clearwater Pathway, mill you for 3.
Okay.
Play Merfolk Secret Keeper,
Okay.
attack with Ruin Crab.
Okay. It's like, just to not tempt you to block. Okay. I'll take 0.
And pass the turn.
All right, I'll stop you. I tried to get you. You want to counter it?
I think I do.
All right, do it.
Yeah,
Okay, it's been drowned. You're still at
I'm still at 19.
19. All on top. I'll attack.
Block.
Dang it. It's like you blocked in the correct order or something. I don't like it. All right. I'll play a Bone Crusher Giant. Pass to you.
Add another Bone Crusher.
Sure did.
Still happy to have countered the one that was going to deal me 2 damage.
Yep.
I will play a Fable Passage and crack it, milling you for 6.
This is stupid.
I think I just want to get another island. I've got a lot of double blues. It's rare that I need double black, at least pre-board when I don't have the black removal.
I'm going to ox you so fast next game.
And then I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay, what could you have? What on earth could you have? Elite Spellbinder?
I will cast Into the Story in response to that.
Probably a good call.
And show you a hand of a 1-drop, 2-drop, 4 lands.
Oh, wow. You play Kicker.
I can literally cast both spells next turn regardless of which one you take.
Well, you getting closer to not being able to kick it.
Oh. Is kicking it even gonna... Yeah, I guess you can limit me from kicking it. 3, 6, 9...
Can you kick it?
12,
Yes, you can.
21, 24... So we got 32 in the library right now.
All right, get that crab out of there. And then I will get in there.
Spellbinder just got cast.
Okay.
So I can't get stomped on the crab, so that can easily block here. And do I want to chump block Bone Crusher with the Secret Keeper? I generally think chump blocking is good because it might come down to me needing to also then later chump block with crabs and cast one last spell from my hand.
Yeah.
So I'm in for a chump block.
Okay, second main, giant killer, past you.
And you drew a card, so you have 31 in your hand.
That's for you to know.
Okay, let's play a crab.
Okay. I'm afraid.
You should be. 628.
3, 4, 6.
I will play a Temple of Deceit, mill you for 6.
Really?
Scry 1. Leave that on top.
Okay.
And oh no, let's not leave that on top because I have to play. And then pass the turn.
Okay.
So that should put you to 24.
So then 8, Field of Ruin is 6, 12, so you have 20 on board, it looks like. My calculations are correct. All right, I'll attack.
4 blocks, I'll play Thieves Guild Enforcer.
Okay.
You for 2. Can I block?
Yes.
Okay, very happy about that.
Oh, sorry. I have to play this first. I totally forgot you could play that. I'm still gonna make the same attacks like I would have, but
Yeah.
that could pump that.
Yeah, I will still be making these same blocks.
Okay.
So we'll trade here. You'll get a counter under it.
Yep.
I'll take 3, go to 16.
Okay, I'll pass to you. I think you need a little help to mill me to death next turn, but I still don't think I can kill you next turn, so this is probably a problem. Pass to you. 3, 4, 5, 6, then plus 8. So that's 20, 22. Yeah, I should live with Field of Ruin and Cacophony.
So play field, mill you for 6.
Okay.
So on this next attack, I assume it's going to be tap a crab, and then I jump here, and I take 4, 7, 8, putting me to 8.
It's not even close.
But a removal spell on the crab, though I don't know what that.
I don't have those.
Yeah, don't have those. So I get like double stomp, and I don't think you even have 2 left.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 in the graveyard, so don't have to worry about that. And we're currently at 18, right? Or
Yeah, I can't win.
12, 16. I was just thinking about casting this into the story.
Yeah.
and
I can't beat just another land in your hand, to be honest.
I think I'm going to cast it into the story.
I already conceded. It's too bad.
Yeah, then I get to play another creature.
Too bad. I already conceded.
We can just Cacophony next turn.
Too bad. I already conceded.
Ooh, we got Fable Passage.
All right. Well, we went 1-1 with the pre-board, but now the Ox is coming. The good old Ox is coming to play, and I can probably crank out this Ox faster than any deck has been able to do ever so far. So
You're right to see a turn 2
I
Ox.
turn 2
Like
Ox.
playing Modern Dredge.
Yeah, turn 2 Ox, and I still have the same amount of cards in my graveyard, so probably not the best idea. But we'll see what we can do in this post-board game. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with sideboarding between Naya Adventures and Demir Mill. Don't go anywhere. All right, everybody, welcome back to Versus Live, where we are sideboarding between Naya Adventures and Demir Mill. From my end, my sideboard is all with a couple of things in mind. Deal with your stupid crab that's been destroying me, and have a lot of stuff to do with from my graveyard, as well as play 1 Radon just for Into the Story and Crippling Fear. It's not great, but I still think it's decent. And then taking out a bunch of giant killers, and then trimming a little bit of these. I don't want, too many of any of them, but I don't want to trim all of them of one of them. So yeah.
And on my side, same sideboarding that we had in the first match, taking out Vanter's Gargoyle and Didn't Say Please. But this time, because the Naya deck was a lot wider than the Selesnya deck Corey played earlier, I'm not bringing in the Lull Mage's Dominations. This is also a card that could potentially get shut off long enough by Ox.
Yep.
But I am going to bring in Crippling Fear, which is much better against the go wide strategy with smaller creatures. And should play quite well in the matchup. So two cards different than what we did last match, and should be just as successful because I built the best deck ever.
Best deck ever has been declared.
The set's not even fully out yet, and I already broke Standard.
You just completely broke it.
Somebody call Crokies.
No, Krogi's built that. We know it. Yeah. And now I can't use Giganta because I have Oxes, but that's okay. Didn't really need that one.
Yeah.
It's not very good. Trades with your 1-drop pretty consistently. I honestly just really want to lower my curve if I have a lot of Oxes, so I should probably actually take out one Drizzt, to be honest.
Or a Showdown.
I did take out one.
I would just take out more Showdowns.
More Showdowns? You leave Showdown alone.
Drizzt just killed me.
All right. I'll take it down to Showdown. And for the sake of it being a new card, all right, one last trade. Bring this in. All right. Rob, you got any questions at all?
I do.
Any people loving this Forgotten Realm action?
Well, they definitely want to see some more new cards, so we'll
we
let
all
that
do.
eventually. But there's a new Mythic Dragon that was previewed.
It's not the rainbow one?
No.
Okay, hit me with it.
Evan Death, Draco Lich, 2 black for legendary creature Zombie Dragon. It's a 5/2. It has flash, flying, and it enters the battlefield tapped. You may cast this card from your graveyard if a creature not named Draco Lich died this turn.
And moving on.
Okay, so I'll be going first. You can't put a 5/2 Mythic Dragon in the set and expect to see play?
Well, I mean, we're only going to have another 4 months or so of Bone Crusher Giant.
Oh, you didn't see? Bone Crusher's actually in the set. It just got reprinted. Yeah. It's heading on an adventure. But now, whenever it's cast for the Stomp side, it ventures. So yeah, it got improved. Or taken down a level. I'm not sure if that's actually an improvement.
They got rid of the damage can't be re-rented clause and just put Venture on that part.
Yeah, so I don't even know which is better, to be honest. So, all right, I'm going to go first. Come on. Oh, no. I've been drawing so bad today. I see this as my opener. I'm like, yes. No. It's like, yes, we have the nuts.
One of us does at least.
Yeah. You got the goods over there?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, well, whatever. My key is to just mulligan. One more card you got to mill.
You want them all to one?
Maybe. Mull and keep 2 red sources. You're gonna hit some Oxes.
Yeah, mull the 2, keep red.
Okay, this hand is awesome. Now what do we want to do? I want to keep these. I probably just want to put this to the bottom. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll bottom this, and I will start with a Heart's Desire, and I'll pass to you.
Yeah. Clearwater Pathway, Rune Crab.
Okay.
You're up. Corey does not seem phased, so I think he's got the Fire Prophecy.
Like to attack.
I will take the 1.
I never have the Fire Prophecy.
Except for now.
Except for right this second. I'll play this. I got an Innkeeper, and I'll pass to you. God dang Rune Crabs. And no land. Pass the
I
turn.
definitely have land. It's just how I want to sequence everything.
All right.
I'll play a Murkwater Pathway, mill you for 3.
Got him.
And I will Power Word kill the Innkeeper.
Rude.
And pass the turn.
Didn't want to attack this time?
No.
I will attack.
I'll go to 18.
Okay. Gonna play a Pathway and a Lovestruck Beast. Pass to you.
I will play an Agadeem tapped. mill you for 3.
Okay.
Then I will venture deeper, mill you for 4.
Okay.
And then I will pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. I would like to attack.
4 blocks, I'll play Thieves Guild Enforcer, mill you for 2.
Oh. All right.
Go to blocks.
Yep.
Corey definitely would have stomped Thieves Guild if he had it, so I will block Lovestruck and the token.
Okay. Yeah, that was a bit of a loose goose on my part. I should have oxed first, I guess. Now I will Tangled and Ox. Doesn't really matter at all. 6, 7, 8. Then I will discard, draw 3, and pass to you. Yeah, that was bad. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it 7 or 8?
It's 8 for the...
Dang it! I would have exactly got it out of range.
I'll play Fable Passage, crack a millie for 6.
Okay.
Here's an island. You have me at 18 right now.
18. I feel like I never do you any damage.
And how many cards we got?
Oh my god.
3, 6.
How dare you ask that question
12,
so early?
15, 18, 21, 24. Oh, yeah, we're halfway home. Got 30. I will pass the turn.
Untap. Draw.
29.
I will attack with these two.
I will block Shaheen.
Okay, take 5.
I'm at 13.
Okay. I will stomp this.
I'm a stomp. That's fine.
And I'll play Lovestruck Beast and
Okay.
pass to you.
And step into the story.
Yep. How was your story?
Not great.
Good, good, good. Oh, sorry, I have a land to play too. That was my bad.
I'm gonna Cacophony twice, mill 16, and play Secret Keeper.
Okay. 8, 12, 16.
Beyond 12. 13.
Okay.
Pass the turn. So you beyond 12 after you draw.
All right, I'll help you out. All right, I will draw some cards. Want to find some action.
Good news here is Corey has exactly 12 power that can attack, and I have 13 life.
Yeah, that's...
Seems difficult for you to kill me. And I don't think you have 40 CMC of cards left in your
Oh my
deck.
god.
my end of story was awkward, but then the second Cacophony was
Yeah.
my draw for turn, and that just let me cast 3 mill spells and this over or I guess 4 mill spells.
Yeah, I think I just horrifically punted on the Ox turn. Leaving up Lovestruck Beast for even one more hit maybe would have made the difference. Like, it would have put you to 8 because you couldn't have blocked that turn, and now...
Then you just need a removal spell.
And which I don't have,
Yeah.
but
you would have been
5,
close.
6, 7, 8. Well, no, I would have killed you.
Oh, you would have stomped, yeah.
No, this was actually just enough right here. Like, just the attackers, because you would have been at 8 if you would have had one more blocker. You still would have had the blocker. Yeah, but then stomp on the blocker would have got it.
Yeah.
Yep, all right, I screwed up.
But if I was under more pressure, I could have gone for a Hideous Laughter and maybe just gotten you last turn.
Yeah, that's true.
Who knows?
That's true. I doubt it, but maybe. Maybe.
Well, I can see 20 in your bottom 6 cards, so if I did
Yeah.
it first, I think I would have gotten there.
Okay, well, we got time for a pity game. Let's play one more with this. It's pretty sweet. I honestly just want to see more of this mill deck in action. Because so far, it seems like every time I shuffle up, I'm like, yeah, this seems like a fluke. You got lucky. And then I'm just like, well, this deck could just be good. So who knows? And I mean, this is version 1 where maybe some cards aren't great and you want removal in its spot.
Yeah.
It always starts with being as mill-centric as you possibly can, and then maybe like, okay, Heartless Act would be pretty sweet in a lot of situations or something like that, Who knows, but so far it does look pretty sweet, though.
Yeah, just surprisingly consistent. I think we have that critical mass of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Would be interesting to see it against a control deck with a bunch of counterspells.
How about Sultai Ultimatum with 80 cards as well? Because that is where it's just the extra cards actually matters. Against rogues, it doesn't matter as much because you win by such, huge strides with rogues sometimes. But with a deck that's just literally playing cards that says mill, a Yorion deck might just be devastating.
It might be, but you can also just mill the cards they need to hit off the ultimatums and sort of brick their threats.
Yeah, but your new card is also bad. Like, you have so many 7-drops in that deck, like...
They also have a bunch of lands. Do it's generally, I would think you just take the average CMC of a card in the deck, right, and multiple however many of those that number you need to get to 20 is like the average number of cards you should hit, and that's true, but it doesn't give you exactly what the distribution looks like. Against a deck with that's high in 7-drops, like you said, you're going to hit a lot more stinkers, and when you miss on those cards, you also hit someone where you just hit four a bunch of lands in a row.
Have you considered some of my lands also cost 7?
Yeah, that's also a thing.
Yeah, that's the problem. Seagate
have a more
Restoration.
bifurcated distribution than you would against a deck with a flatter curve.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you can say that all you want. I think Pelucranos, Sultai Ultimatum, and Yorion together could slaughter that.
You got me to mulligan this one. I'm clearly playing too many Field of Ruins because I've drawn them more when they're bad than when they were good.
Yeah. Field of Ruin doesn't seem great, but I mean, there's times. I think 2 seems the right number.
Yeah, I'm playing 4. It should definitely be 2.
Yeah. That sounds good.
And
I'll mulligan as well.
Just have
My
2
hand was
more
bad.
islands. I've had enough black mana. I've just been short blue sometimes. So 2 more islands over 2 Field of Ruin. Vantress Gargoyle should probably just be some more removal spells.
All right, my hand is medium. I think I still just want to get rid of this. Yeah, we'll still just get rid of this.
And I will look at my second hand.
I hope it's heinous.
All my hands are the same.
All heinous.
Except for this one, which has no lands.
Yes.
Field of Ruin heard me talking about it. And it's just like, oh, yeah?
Yeah. I bet this deck, I would say right when I first started this sentence, I would say it mulligans quite badly because you need that critical mass, but you still have crab into the story lands. That's still mulling quite well. You just look for into the story, 4 lands and a crab. That's a good 6, I feel,
Yeah. That's what I'll be looking for on my 5. Okay. Third hand.
Take 3.
Third time's the charm. Okay, I've got some lands. I've got some things.
All set?
Yeah.
A Yorgo.
I will mill you for 4.
All right.
Pass the turn.
I have been milled. I have a land and the beatdowns.
19.
Pass to you.
Oh, that's a little awkward.
Awkward.
I was holding this crab in case you had the turn 2 deal 3 damage, and then I just drew
Yeah.
a second crab.
Oh.
But I'll play another Pathway Milieu for 3 after the first one and play the second one.
Okay.
Actually,
I did finally.
I'm going to play the Secret Keeper.
You would.
Yeah.
I did finally have it though, so we'll do that. And I will. Oh wow, this doesn't even help your mill. How convenient. I will put it at the bottom. Draw a card.
Yep.
I have a pathway and a spellbinder.
That's a tilt. My 5-card hand was 3 lands, Ruined Crab into the story.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of want to make this into the story cost 1 billion. So yeah, let's do that. I'll pass to you.
I will play Ruined Crab, play Fable Passage, Milieu for 3.
3.
You can go.
All right.
I might draw more crabs, and I can do this at any time I want. And I don't want to hit potentially an Ox if I don't have to.
Okay. I'll attack.
04 jumps in front of Sentinel.
Though 3 can also block it, you know?
I'm aware.
Oh, okay.
I go to 16.
Okay. Then I will play a Bone Crusher Giant,
Yep.
and I will play a Fabled Passage. I'll pass to you.
I will play a Murkwater Pathway, Milieu for 3.
In response, I'll sack.
Sure. And I'm just going to buy Laris.
Okay. Let me just find my Oxes and put them on top real quick, if you don't mind. Okay, mill 3.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Done.
Yep.
Cool. All right, I will attack.
2 cards in hand.
2 cards.
I'm at 16.
Correct.
Makes me want to block both ground creatures because the Spellbinder is 1 point away from reducing its clock. You've already gone through 2 Bone Crushers. So it doesn't seem that likely to have a third. And if you use a Bone Crusher on a crab, then my Luris is going to live. So yeah, I'll block like that.
You go to 13.
Yep.
I will play this land, and I'll pass to you.
Crack, Fable Passage, got a Swamp, Milieu for 3. Play Luris.
Yep.
Play Ruin Crab.
Okay.
Play Fable Passage, Milieu for 6.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's an Ox.
It's about time.
And I will pass the turn.
All right. Ox o'clock. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still infinite cards.
Discard that one.
Draw 3. Okay. Then I'll crunch in with these 2.
I will chump Bone Crusher with a Ruined Crab. And just, God, I've seen another Bone Crusher, right? I milled 1. So yeah, we went through 3 of them.
Still got the 1 left in my hand.
I'm going to want this mana, though. So yeah, I'm going to do that and get an island.
6 cards.
Yeah, Milieu for 6.
There's the other Oxes.
I'll take 3, brings me to 10.
Yep. And I'll play Drist. Meow. Pass to you. Drist actually has been kind of impressive. Like, out of all the new cards, I think your mill card and then Drist for me as cards that actually impressed. There's been games where this card just looks disgusting, and it kind of looks disgusting now. We'll see what you have, but... Could just be dead.
12, 17 in library for Corey.
Okay.
That was a draw.
Uh-oh.
I will play Ruin Crab.
Did you draw Fabled Passage?
No, I will play Agadine Milieu for 6.
Okay.
And then I'll hope there's not a lot of big ones in the last 11.
God. Oh my God. What a way to end 3. Actually, we count both sides. That's 7. 4.
7. Come on, lands.
8. 11.
12. Where are the lands? There we go. 14.
15.
That's a 0. 14. So there's nothing you can hit here. You're at 14. Even
What about that?
19. Yeah, 19 left. But you haven't hit 20 yet. Keep going. Corey, you got to go till you hit 20. That's what it says. You've only hit 19. You gotta...
I don't even know if I could have killed you next turn. That's the thing. Like, I think you would have had another turn, but that is
I would have had to try to keep a Ruin Crab because the only thing I could do is draw 4 off the end of the story or rip something, I guess.
Yeah.
And that's not doing a whole lot.
Yeah, if I would have attacked, you were at 10 still? Like, that's so much life. Yeah, I don't think I was even killing you this turn, so.
I was actually, I drew the Hideous Laughter, of course, and I was regretting having played the Fable Passage the previous turn.
Yeah.
I had Agadine in hand, and if I'd played that, I could have then gone Fabled Passage into the story without costing myself any life.
Yeah.
And then set myself up better, but as it turned out, I think I would have had to replay the Ruin Crab from my graveyard anyway, which I couldn't do with into the story, even if I had kept Passage. And so I think I just needed to draw a good mill spell in the last 2 cards or so.
That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, that was a mull of 5.
That card on average, and I mean, there's some decks where I think it's going to be like on average like 20, 22 cards, and like on average, you kind of kept track? 21, 15.
So
this one hit at least 12.
That one hit, 12.
At least 12 or more.
Would have done at least, at least 12. But this is a mull of 5 where you're...
Yeah, you mulled a 5.
And I never cast this into the story.
Yeah.
So your elite spellbinder just took a card.
Yeah.
So, Ruin Crab, Luris...
I'm going to be crabby all day now. I'm going to be crabby all day.
I had a lot of early crabs. So we'll temper our excitement because of that. I played turn 1 crab, or could have played turn 1 crab, but decided to hold it off for something else. Like probably at least 3/4 of the games.
Yeah.
But no.
So what you're saying is you drew well.
But Tasha's Hideous Laughter was... a lot of cards.
Yeah.
Cacophony, a lot of cards.
You did have that pretty consistently. So first, I should say you should go to the doctor because that deck is sick. I don't know what else y'all were thinking. Get your head out of the gutter.
Told you I broke it.
Yeah. Well, honestly, it really looked good. It really actually looked good to me. I want to see it up against, a Yorian strategy.
Yep.
I want to see it up against maybe...
Mono red.
Ooh. Yeah. That could be bad. But even like but I mean, you have a lot of big butts in there, like the 04 is real. Yeah. The 03 is still pretty real. You think about like Sultai Control or something. They have a lot of Shark Typhoons that might throw a wrench in that plan. But otherwise, they have really cheap stuff too. Like, I don't know. I'm looking at what decks are actually in the metagame. I think that might be a serious contender. But it seems crazy to not do the Rogues thing. But it seems like this deck is faster than Rogues. But if it's more resilient, consistent, that's to be determined.
It's
but
also not really that vulnerable to escape cards.
Escape cards. That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
I had Oxes, and they were not doing that much.
Yeah, because the Rogues deck has so much more control and is just milling a little bit, basically trying to get you barely to 8.
Yeah.
And, if you have Crab, some lists don't even play Crab, but most lists do, and that's a way to go pretty far over the top. But once you Cacophony and you also have Venture Deeper along with the crabs and stuff, then they can escape once, and you just leave the creature on the battlefield and chump block it. And
no, it seemed pretty good to me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm impressed with that. I think that card's bad.
Yeah,
Gargoyle, but. I think even if you just put Heartless Axe in that place, you slow down a little bit, but you slow them down a lot.
And put Power Word Kill. What does that card not kill?
Which card?
the new removal spell. Non-demon, non-dragon, non-angel, non-devil.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it doesn't kill the land, Faceless Haven, because that has all types.
Yeah.
But there's not much else.
That's a good point. That's a good point. And honestly, we're just scraping the surface of this set. You know, so there could be some more milled toys or something too. And yeah.
Anything that locks up the ground against aggro, play some good defense.
Any other big takeaways from the day? I mean, so the Dimir deck is my favorite for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely the big winner of the day. Lalt was hit or miss. There was a game where I drew 2 copies and never had the opportunity to play it.
Yep.
But a game where you're able to, defend it for 1 turn.
Yeah,
you have
won
some
you a game.
Yeah, it does a lot. So that might be a more like a card that you really have to build in mind with, where you have cards that can play a little bit more defensively. Because once you get it down with an array of bodies, it's definitely really hard to answer.
Yep.
So learned a little bit there. I think we need to see a lot more of the Venture cards to fill out that kind of archetype.
Yeah, Venture looked awful.
Yeah.
It looked awful to me.
But that's not to say that the mechanic is bad. It's just to say that it's underdeveloped because we haven't seen the entire set.
I don't know, though. We know the mechanic is this, right? Like, we know this is the mechanic, and I just don't see any of these making a difference in Standard.
So I think I think the big payoff is going to be on cards that benefit you for completing dungeons.
Yeah.
I think that's where the big payoffs come from, and that's why speed matters so much at getting through them.
Yeah.
So this is just to make sure you don't fall too far behind while you're completing them.
True.
But as soon as you complete one and the second dungeon, I feel like that you should have cards that are really powerful.
True.
And that's going to be a key.
And if I could curve out, like if I had a Savannah Lions that ventured on it, like that into a 2-drop that ventured every time I did X, Y, or Z, and then the 3-mana one ventures when I attack and stuff. Like if you do that kind of stuff, and by like turn 5 you make it through a dungeon, maybe.
I mean, what if you have a creature that just says when it enters the battlefield, if you are currently in a dungeon, complete that dungeon.
What kind of flavor D&D card is that? Be like, oh yeah, if you're playing, this cool, fun dungeon game, just get out of it and go get a soda. Like, what? Who's gonna make that card?
That's Soda Breaker. Skip to the end. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think about the flavor of cards, Corey.
Yeah,
I just think about how to make my dopey synergy aggro decks busted. I want my party decks good. I want my dungeon decks
yeah, but to be fair, in a D&D set, they're gonna go with flavor. So I think you got to use a little of your flavor brain on that one, and probably we won't get that card.
I don't have a flavor brain. My brain is plain flavored.
Yeah, it's really bland.
It's maybe vanilla.
Yeah.
On my best days, I have a vanilla brain.
Yeah, it's like dairy-free vanilla ice cream or something. Really, really blah, Yeah. But yeah, overall, pretty fun stuff. I'm excited to do some brewing, when it comes to our Thursday show. We should even ask for some early brews tonight. See if any of y'all have some ideas, and maybe we'll try it on Thursday. We're a little early for that, so maybe
we're a little early. That's a next week kind of thing.
That's maybe a next week thing.
So start getting those ideas flowing. Put your brewing caps on, and next week we'll probably be asking y'all for a list or two.
Exactly. See when we get a few more cards straightened out. So, all right, Rob, do you want to thank all the subs we got? We're going to thank some sponsors, and then we're going to head out of here.
Keep in mind that you are contractually obligated to say all of the subs.
Yes, of course.
We got a few subs today. Crispy724 for 10 months. Orange Crush 4910 for 8 months.
Orange Crush is my buddy.
Steas for 23 months. And Sparrow for 32 months. Thank you to all of our subs.
All right.
Are you sure that was all of them? Can you double check?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
thanks for double checking, bud.
Yeah. Thank you for that support, and if you would like to support Star City Games in another way, you can join SCG Premium. $7.99 a month will get you access to exclusive content from our wonderful staff of content creators, as well as some other perks, which are 5% off of sealed product, 10% off of singles, and 15% off of supplies. So head on over to starcitygames.com/join-premium and sign up today.
And if you got someone that you want to play Magic with and just annoy them until no end and mill them into oblivion, you might as well get your previews going. We are already doing previews for Adventures in the Forgotten Realm. Just sealed product as of now. Later on, when we get more cards, of course, we will do individual cards. But you can go to starcitygames.com/previews to just get these cards in your cart, sent to you right when we get them.
Yep. And if you need a little extra cash to pick up this sweet new Adventures from the Forgotten Realms or in the Forgotten Realms product, keep in mind that Star City Games is always buying, and the process has never been easier because there are so many ways to do it. You can use the buy list feature on the website. You can mail your cards into SCG and let them do the work for you. you can make an appointment and have your business done in person. And if your collection is big enough, you can make that appointment and have SCG come to you. And do always keep in mind that if you trade in for store credit, you will get a 30% bonus.
And if you're in the Roanoke area, come into the storefront. There is some really cool additions too. Sell your cards in the store and look at all the new cool stuff that everybody at the SCG team did. It's really, really awesome. Next up, we got the sale. If you want to, use some of that credit with all these cards you just sold and get some more cards, why not? Use our sale this week, and it is 10% off non-basic lands. So if you want to get these fabled passages to work with your crabs here, do it. This is the time to do it. Go to starcitygames.com/sale to check out that one. And remember, the sales do end on Monday at 10:59 a.m. So do it this week.
And last but not least, we would like to thank our sponsor, Coalesce Apparel. If you like the shirts that we wear, you know which one is our favorite.
Yeah.
You can find their entire collection of t-shirts, hoodies, and stickers at coalesceapparel.shop. And be sure to use the gift code SCG when checking out to get 10% off of your purchase there as well.
You kept far more often, though.
I did. I did mulligan to 5 in the last game, though. I tried to help you out.
Yeah.
But Tasha's Hideous Laughter is just too powerful.
It's too good. Yeah, you should have put that to the bottom.
We're still exiling cards. You still haven't got to 20.
I know. When I start my next game on Versus, we have to go 1,
yeah.
2. Okay, let's go.
Then when you're playing the 60 island deck, it's going to look real bad.
Oh, my God. That's what I was going to build, too. My 80 island deck, Yorion.
Yeah,
you know. That is one of the most popular viewer submitted decks too for me, because I think they all hate me is what I get from that, but
that's
also know I love Yorion. That's all your message
sends me a deck list submission, it's just, wow, I hate Corey, I hope you beat him.
Dang. Or isn't that you just adding the notes in the side of their comment? That's you responding saying that.
Yeah, it does come after the message, but it always happens.
Okay.
I never really remember doing it. It just seems subconscious. So
that's because of your blah vanilla brain up there. You just don't remember anything. So, all right, everyone, thank you so much for watching our first preview show. We're going to be diving into Standard here for a little bit, checking it out, and then, we're going to dive into Modern, maybe Pioneer, maybe check out all these other formats and see what kind of goodies we get. But for Thursday, we got to play some more Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. It's going to be too sweet. So we're going to put our brewing caps on, look at all these cards that we get today, as well as the early ones tomorrow, and build ourselves. Well, we'll go back to our original template, go back to our 6 decks now that we'll have a little bit more. And
we didn't really escape from that template today anyway. We tried to give you 4 matches, but Standard is just a little bit too...
too grindy. Too grindy. We played just as good of games in Modern, but they're just faster.
Yeah. I did kill you on turn 5 in one of the games. I tried my best.
With your hyper-aggressive mill deck, I know. This is going to be a while to brain that out of my head, because that was disgusting.
I'm not sure if anyone has ever lost a mill on versus live before.
Yeah, maybe not. Definitely not rogues, because none of us ever win with rogues on this show. That's for sure. So, all right, we'll stop rambling, everybody. We're going to be back Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So for Ross Merriam, I'm Corey Ballmeister. We'll see you then.